brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts. They're close, they're convenient, they're known for guaranteed everyday low prices and excellent customer service from the professional parts people you know you can trust. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com. Thank you for listening. My thanks to John Rothstein, Charles Robinson, and Jordan Bohannon. See ya. We're out.
Hey, yo, Eric.
All the ones who get it done. Grainger sees you, and they are always there to help. Grainger is offering supplies and solutions for every industry, along with 24/7 support, experienced staff, and curbside pickup at over 250 local branches. And you can get free access to product specialists ready to help you track down hard-to-find items. Plus, Grainger's commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facility safe and your people safer. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop on by.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/find. That's ZipRecruiter.com/find.
Hey Greenville, Bagel Man here with some exciting news. We are now open for dinner. This is the first time ever for dinner in our 33 years. Our entire menu is available, plus some new sandwiches like the roast beef cheddar, the Italian sub, and the meatball parm. You can also get French fries and home fries as a side for any of your sandwiches. Order online for pickup or delivery, and don't forget about our great catering. We're available 7 days a week. We can deliver or you can pick it up. Bagel Man here.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For 2 years in a row, we've been voted #1 in Greenville, so we're super thankful. For 2022, we've decided to make it the year of the customer. We're taking more COVID health safety protocols with some personal test drives where, you don't have the salesperson riding along with the customer. It actually makes them a little bit more comfortable, and they can take a drive and kind of go where they want to go and drive it how they want to drive it.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Here today with Dr. Shondell Jones from Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness. Dr. Jones, a lot of exciting new things going on.
Yes, so you may have seen our new facility, but we also have a private courtyard. There's an outdoor private area where we have artificial turf where it's fenced in, and we're going to be having our sunset yoga classes there. Those classes allow you to develop increased flexibility, more energy, and get better sleep. So come on and check those classes out today. Come by and see us, Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, Arlington Boulevard, or check us out online at kptonline.com.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville. Do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Sustained effort and violence.
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
Do we not agree?
It could be a total goat rodeo.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Cool, neat story.
A fat, stinky kind of dude that someone thought had a radio voice.
What's wrong with my voice?
Doesn't seem like a real bad guy, but just a bit full of himself and sees himself as a huge radio personality.
Dominating the East Coast.
He looks fat and stinky.
Oh.
And is an absolute bozo.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here in the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 and online, pr927fm.com. You can watch the show and chime in on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Like the Pirate Radio page on Facebook. Watch us there. Also, subscribe to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and you can watch the program and give us your thoughts right there. We'll be monitoring that as we go along on this Monday. A lot of baseball to get to. We'll talk to East Carolina players C.J. Mayhue, Ryder, Giles, Bryson, Worrell, and Zach Agnos coming off a winning weekend of Pirate baseball. Also, Double B, Brian Bailey, joins us coming up later on today's program. We got Troy D here in the Pirate Radio studios. Hello, Troy.
Hello, Clip. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
And good to have Coach Joe Dooley in studio with us today, unfortunately under some tough circumstances. And, Coach, first of all, I've known you a long time. We've been friends going back to the 90s with your first stint. It's great to have you back in Greenville. And let me just say I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry the way this has ended the second time. And how are you doing right now?
Oh, we're good. I mean, this is not I've done this. I've been in this profession for a while, and you've seen it. And this is not a feel sorry for me. I mean, we were volunteers to come back. We weren't hostages, and it's disappointing, but that's part of the business.
It is, and it's always tough when it comes to an end like this. And it was unexpected for a lot of fans. Was it unexpected for you?
No, I had been expected it for a while. So I mean, I think it gave me a little bit of peace, and I was understanding, and it's part of the business. And the big thing is really figuring out what you want to do next, which we have some ideas, and remembering it was we chose to be here, and I wanted to get this thing. We didn't get it where I wanted to get as quickly as I wanted to get, and you learn some things, and obviously we didn't do everything right, but things happen.
Joe Dooley joining us live in studio. He was formerly ECU's basketball coach, was relieved of his duties this past Friday. Coach, speaking of the future, what does the future hold for you? I know you've got incredible connections in the basketball world, highly thought of in the basketball world. I talked to a lot of people in that world, and they rave about Joe Dooley. What does Joe Dooley do next?
I want to coach. I mean, I've got some opportunities. I think, I think I'd like to stick with college. I've got a few things that I've always dabbled and stayed in touch with NBA people because that's always intrigued me. But I don't think at this point in my career I'd like to be in player personnel. I'd probably prefer to stay coaching. I like being on the floor. I like being around the players. I like the tradition of college basketball. I like being in the atmosphere, and that's what I'm probably planning on trying to do.
You said you thought you might have felt this coming for a while. I know the national writers, when they talked about the coaching change at East Carolina, a lot of them, Matt Norlander, said no surprise, or we've been hearing about this. So what was that like for you? I mean, it doesn't seem like you changed how you worked or how you practiced. So was it awkward at all, thinking this might be the end, but you still have more season to go?
For a while. I mean, this wasn't. I mean, we're not going to a postseason. I mean, we could have gotten to the CBI or CIG, and that you can't. And I get that, and they, you could have still fired me and let the kids play. That's the type of thing to get some momentum for the program. And you look around, and I looked at some of the football teams' records that played in bowl games. I mean, Florida was 2-6, and they played in the bowl. We were 15-15, and could have got a couple of home games. And if you could make the change and let the kids play, I would have been fine. Or if you wanted to coach, I would have coached the team through the tournament. So you can do that. There's numerous things that I can look at, and I know people in the building could substantiate that. I knew it was coming. I told my wife a while ago, and businesses make changes. That's part of it. You got to be an adult, grow up, and move on down the road, and that's what we'll do.
Coach, you had a year remaining on your current contract, so you'll be paid out for that. When the season came to an end, was there an opportunity? Was there a chance to talk about, hey, what the future holds, or what you would have wanted, what in a perfect scenario, and there wasn't a decision made, but there was a conversation? What would you have asked for?
Well, I think the biggest thing was we had everybody knows, and no one knows the reality of the APR year. I mean, our first year we couldn't make any roster moves. We were on the verge of essentially talking. I talked with Rafael Chilios, who was with us, and we were on the verge of getting the death penalty with an APR year. So the first year we couldn't maneuver our roster, and going into the second we had to overhaul it because we needed an upgrade. And last year we missed 13 games. I mean, I don't know how you judge anybody on the season last year when we joked as coaches, all the players got 3 years, but none of the coaches did, and that's a business decision, which is fine. But when you're not there, I mean, I've got losses on my record. I wasn't even at the game, and it's I thought anything would it's hard to go into a year with 1 year remaining. We all know that's not very feasible. But of the 2, we got a 2-year tryout. I mean, you can't count the first one, and you couldn't count the COVID year. So I think anything other than a year would have been more than fair. But like I said, it's business. That's what happens when you want to go in a different direction. You do.
What do you think happens to the players that you've recruited that are here now? Will they, in this day and age, the transfer portal is always an issue, even under good circumstances. Now this is some tough transitional times for East Carolina basketball. What happens to those guys?
The guys, I told them, if you like going to school, which I think guys do, stay. I mean, I think don't do things, and I think the biggest thing is I think they've got a good base of players coming. If they get the whole team back, I think they've got a good nucleus, and you add a piece or two, which we were going to have to do. I thought we already had we at least had one guy that we were going to get that I thought could really help us. But if you can keep that that foundation together, I think you can have a good year. I think we obviously were better this year than we've been. A lot of close games which we lost, which is part of it. But I mean, it's the first time in X amount of years we weren't under 500, which I thought was progress in the right direction.
Once again, talking to Joe Dooley, former ECU basketball coach. Still sounds weird to say for ECU basketball. Joe, whether people love you or not, and a lot of people do love you, by the way, you have an understanding of ECU basketball from a perspective that really no one else has. That you've been here twice now as a stint as a head coach in different decades. You understand this program. You understand this community. From your perspective, which is very interesting, because I said there's no more one on the inside than you with ECU basketball. What are the missing pieces to this program to turn it around? What can be done to turn it around, and can it be turned around?
It can be turned around, but it's going to take time. And I don't care who you hire, unless people have hit lightning in the bottle. But you look at the history of the program. The last 13 coaches have left with losing records, and their tenure's been 3.9 years. So those aren't opinions; those are stats. And I think you have to. Everybody says we'll get good and then we'll invest. You have to invest and then you get good. I mean, you have to spend money to make money. And does that mean you have to be at the top half of the league in the budget? Or the cost of living here is different. There's some advantages you also have here. But I think you have to have everything going right. 3.9 when you keep recycling guys, is there ever going to be any stability? And I think that's one of the concerns people have about taking the job or looking at the job. Why have all the coaches left with losing records? And I do think that you can win here, but it's not going to be a 2 or 3 year turnaround. Hopefully, someone can hit lightning in a bottle, but you can't expect that. You're hoping for it, but those are things that happen.
I know there's been an effort to improve facilities over the time. There was for the longest time when you were here the first time, there was no practice facility for the team.
That practice facility is nice.
That's been built. Yeah. I know recently some of the locker rooms were upgraded. Mm-hmm. But where are we facility wise from your perspective? Is East Carolina where it needs to be? Where, if they're going to spend money, where do they need to spend the money to elevate this program?
We need to fix Minji's. That's one thing. The practice facility is nice. We were through the generosity of our donors. We were able to renovate the locker room. It's still not finished. They still have some things on there they need to finish in the locker room. We went 3 years. The first recruit we took into the locker room was in August or July of last year. So going into your 4th year is the first year you could take a guy into a locker room. that's at a big level. That's not happening at Memphis. That's not happening at Houston. That's not happening at UCF. They need to keep upgrading the facilities. That would really help the next coach. And most importantly, help the kids. I mean, that's, never talks about, what's best. And these kids are looking at Instagram. They see what other schools are doing, and they want the same thing. And I think that's more than fair to them because they have self-importance. They have, they want the best for themselves, and they deserve it.
A lot of times, Coach, I've been here a long time, 30 plus years, and I've seen a lot of coaches come and go. And unfortunately, sometimes more often than not, when a coach leaves either on his own or unexpectedly gets fired, they don't get to say goodbye in the way they'd want to. And, this is kind of a unique situation. Even us talking to you today, it doesn't happen that often after circumstances like this. What is your message to the Pirate fans? What is the message to the Pirate Nation that you want folks to know from you personally?
No, we appreciate the time here. I mean, like I said to you, when we talked the other day, we volunteered to come back here. It didn't work out the way we wanted. I did think we were going in the right direction. There's no bitter feelings. I mean, I'm not the type of person that wants bad things. I was able to talk to the kids. They walked out of a meeting. We were able to see each other. I think they were very surprised, but I think the biggest thing is it's a good community, really good people. Get out and support the Pirates. But be loyal. You got loyal fans, and it's going to take time. You got to understand it's going to take time, and it's proven.
Clip.
Yeah, I mean, the question about can ECU succeed in basketball is still the thing that I think about no matter who's here. And I mean, you've talked about we can't compare it to Kansas obviously, but Florida Gulf Coast. I mean, you had some good seasons there. We saw them go to the tournament previously, but like what's different there than here? And is it any better there than here? How do those compare?
Well, I think that the infrastructure. I think when you think about it, and I'll say this in a positive way, a lot of the problems we inherited, the next guy won't have to take care of. He doesn't have to deal with APR, which no one knew about, including me. And if I knew about the APR situation, I wouldn't have taken the job.
Coach, and let me stop you before you finish this answer, because a lot of people hear APR, they don't know what that means. Some people do, but explain for folks listening, when you say APR and it was so bad that East Carolina could have been given the death penalty, what exactly that means to a person that doesn't know.
But what it was, we got in a letter that APR needs to be over 930 in order for you to not lose being able to play in the postseason.
And explain what the APR is for folks.
Academic progress report, and it's points for retention, graduation. You leave eligible, you stay eligible. You over 2.6. So what it does is, if you get under at 930, you're ineligible for the NCAA tournament. Which, when in November of my first year, we were informed that happened. I knew about a couple APR points when I got here. We lost a couple of guys a couple grad students that didn't go to class. We had one guy that was dismissed by the university. So those were APR points. For 2 years, we couldn't take grad students. Like a guy like Vance Jackson, our first 2 year, we couldn't take because we couldn't afford to lose the grad point of the APR point because those grad guys don't go to school a second semester anywhere. Mm-hmm. That's part of it. So I think the APR deal was a big deal because that was 2 years where we couldn't take particular people, which is part of it. And you look at the facilities. We had to get the locker room done, which through the generosity of donors is almost done. Those are all things that when you look back, the academic part, then that being said, we flipped it. We've had 1,000 back-to-back years in the APR. Every senior that we've had has graduated. The seniors of this year's team, Tremont Robinson will graduate. Luigi's already in grad school. So I think from the academic standpoint, those people like Jennifer Bonner and Nate Clark and all those guys that were in the bunkers, they did an unbelievable job helping us with our guys.
So what I hear you saying is, hey, look, I've left this place better than where I found it.
Oh, there's no doubt. And I'm not saying that arrogantly. We did. I mean, you look at the APR, you look at the facilities. I think the character of our guys, now, are they perfect? No. But, we left a good foundation. Winston Tabbs sitting out. I mean, you've got some, you look at the backcourt, you lose J.J. Miles and Vance. So you plug one guy in for Vance, you add Winston, and, you got a shot.
Yeah, well, I mean, it sounds like you spent too much time having to lay a foundation than actually building the walls and the roof.
Well, that's where the difference comes in from Florida Gulf. The foundation for them to win was already there.
Right.
And that's part of it. I mean, we went to KU. I mean, you're looking, they've gone to 30 straight NCAA tournament. You walk into a situation where the foundation was there. And that Dave and I talked about a number of problems that we had when Dave hired me. I think we've addressed a lot of them. Some of them still aren't fixed. That's an ongoing process. Did we do everything perfectly? Far from it. There's things you always wish you could have back, but I know the foundation, the infrastructure, when you go to a place, is usually in place. There was no infrastructure.
There's going to be a new coach hired if you, and this may be weird to say, but if you came across this guy and he wanted to reach out to you and said, Joe, tell me one thing I need to know about East Carolina, what would you tell him?
It's going to take time. I mean, and they got to give you time, and that might sound like coach speak. And I'm at the point in my career, you don't root against people. It's too, life's too short. You hope people are successful. They got families, they got wives, they got kids. So to do something like that, I don't, I would say that you're going to have to get in the community. You're going to have to get, the support. I mean, you got to have, internally, you got to have it from the administration. Coaches don't win championships. Everybody says that. Every coach knows that administrations win championships. It's not the coach. It's either done by them or it's undone by them. That's the reality of it. We all know that as coaches.
And you talked about family. I want to congratulate you, your son Max. For folks that don't know, you guys have done such a great job. Just a wonderful young man. And for folks that don't know, is headed to West Point and full scholarship there. As I guess it's such an exclusive deal to get in. Tell us about Max, how he ended up at West Point, and your thoughts on that. Because I figured he'd want to go to some big basketball school.
We played Navy my first year, and he came back and said he wanted to go to a service academy. We have no military background, and I thought it'd be a 2-week deal, and he turned it into a mission. He chased it. Unbelievably proud. I mean, it's humbling to even say that. A couple people asked me, where's your son going to school, and the reaction you get when you say West Point is, which I've always thought, is unbelievable. We're really proud of him. The timing ends up being good. We won't be here, so he can. We don't have to move him, which is really good. That makes it a lot easier on him. He'll be reporting to West Point in June, so he's well on his way to college, and it makes it a lot easier for us.
How many calls have you gotten since this has happened? What's been the reaction with your colleagues in the basketball world?
I mean, I'm surprised, but I've talked to a lot of coaches in the league, and I think that they saw the progress we made. But that being said, there's business decisions to be made. You have when you're an administrator, you have a personal opportunity to do things, and you make decisions, and those things are lived with. And as coaches, we understand that, and we move on down the road.
You were Bill Self's right-hand man for a long time in Kansas. Great relationship you still have with him, as I know. Any chance that you could put the band back together there in Kansas?
We just, I haven't talked to Coach. I've talked to Coach, but they're focused on the postseason. I'll see there's opportunities. Like I said, I've talked to some people. There's some things I'm intrigued by. I want Coach to get ahead, and they're a number one seed. I'd love to see them get to a Final Four again. He deserves it. He's the best, and we'll see how they go.
Coach, you don't seem too bitter about the situation, which is great. I mean, can you watch tournament basketball this week, enjoy it? You can do all that?
I'm going to give you a stat, and this is a little pat on my own back. I've done this. There's been 33 years since that there's been postseason tournaments. Okay, and in those 33 years, 22 of them I've been in the postseason. So I'm not a bitter. I've been fortunate. Now, 10 of those 11 years I wasn't in the tournament, I was here.
Yeah.
So the math isn't great as you do it, but I mean, I love basketball. I was proud of, we were here the last time, went to the NCAA tournament. I've been part of 22 of them. I've coached in every round of the NCAA, from the first four to the final, to two championship games. I'm fortunate. I mean, being bitter isn't going to help me. It's not going to help. You can try to slash and burn people. What's that do? I mean, that doesn't do anything. We love the community. We've had good friends here. People have been unbelievable to me and my family. So I'm not a cut and burn type person. That's not the right thing to do.
Joe Dooley joining us in studio. Joe, I know a lot of people are tuned in right now throughout the Pirate Nation, and a lot of folks sad to see you go. They know the heart, as I said, whether you could make an argument, whatever cases are made, pro or con, well, the one thing you can't argue is your dedication to this team, to this university, and how much you live and breathe basketball. I've talked with a friend over the weekend. I said, say what you want about Joe Dooley, but man, basketball is this guy's life.
Well, I told two people that I'm very close with that are around the program every day that weren't on our staff, but they're very. I said, if you see, and I told them what was going on, and I said, I'm not going to be here next year, and I said, if you see any difference in my behavior, or if you see me not coaching as hard, then you need to jump my rear end, because that's not fair to the kids, and I don't know how not to try hard. I mean, it is what it is. If you don't try hard, you set a bad example for your players. you know that that's not right. So I said, if you see any change in body language, you see anything that you don't look like I'm in tune, you get in touch with me and you make sure you jump me, because most important, everybody forgets about the kids. I mean, this isn't about me. It's, you're here to serve the players. That's what our job is, and to help them get better. And these things happen. So, is it what I wanted? No, but move on down the road.
I was fortunate enough about a month ago. I was over there and I popped in on a practice, and most fans just see you at the games, but to see how hard you work at practice was very intriguing, because I said it's kind of a little bit behind the curtain, so to speak. And you're like, oh, you should have come. I didn't want to. I was just in the corner. I was hoping you'd even see me. I didn't even know you saw me over there. But I was really impressed with what you guys did. And I've been fortunate to see this a few times, but that is really where the seeds are laid in practice, and how hard you guys worked in.
Well, I think it was nice. I mean, I had some calls with people that have done been around the program a lot, and they said if you had been to practice the last 2 weeks, you could never tell them, never told where we were. We looked like we were preparing for an NCAA tournament. I thought the kids' attitudes were great, and that's a tribute to them. We obviously had a rough stretch during the middle of the season. And these guys, were we close to, were we in a little bit of a bind? There's no doubt about it. And you lose 6 in a row, but I never thought they wavered. I never thought they quit. We could have done some things better as a staff, but we could have played better in some instances. But they never quit on each other. They never quit on the coaches, and they never quit on the university, which is important.
Well, I hate for it to come to an end. As I said, off the record or on the record, for folks that don't know, we were friends. So I always hate to see friends lose an opportunity, not just their job here, but leaving Greenville.
It's a great community. We've enjoyed it, Troy, and a lot of good people. But it's when something ends, something starts.
Yeah.
And we've enjoyed it. We've spent 12 years here. I mean, 4 years this time and 8 years previously. I think when we left it the last time, it was in better shape, and I think it's in better shape now. And we'll, to be better, is not a good option. One door closes and another door of opportunity opens. Absolutely. And I know a year from now, if we talk again, and you might even be in a better situation. But man, I tell you what, I hate to lose you as a friend, but hopefully we'll still be able to remain friends. No doubt about it.
We'll be at the university, but we'll definitely miss you. And I know you've done an incredible job here, and really probably one of the most unique people in the history of ECU basketball. No one from ECU basketball has ever come back and coached twice. So that is a stat that you will have, and will probably never be repeated again in my
I feel like Billy Martin. You guys are probably too young to remember Billy Martin.
Yeah.
He used to coach the Yankees.
He went 4 or 5 times, right?
I guess we should never say never, because we do. Steve Shankweiler has been here for about 5 tour duties or 6.
Billy Martin, I think he was the Yankees.
Coach Rick Smith came back. And
he was with the Yankees about 7 times. He and Steinbrenner.
So never say never. There might be one more tour of duty for Joe down the road, maybe 10 years from now, if fate lines up, who knows. But Joe, thank you for what you've done for this place, and the effort you've put into it, and the passion that you have. And as I said, I think I speak for the Pirate Nation. I just wanted to say thank you for what you've done.
And we appreciate the people here. I mean, it's disappointing, like I said, but it's business. So to think negative, the people in this community being great to me and my family, so to leave with a negative taste it's not going to happen. I can promise you.
Well, let's stay in touch, and look forward to having you on again down the road, and getting your perspective on some new opportunities that will present themselves for you, and we'll keep track of your future endeavors, and we do wish you all the best.
I know you do. Thank you.
And I told you, Joe, thanks for joining us Mondays on the show. I appreciate that, taking some of your time. We enjoyed those interviews this year.
I appreciate you guys reaching out.
All right, Shirley, let's take a time out. We'll come back. We'll switch gears. We'll talk some Pirate baseball. Got ECU reliever C.J. Mayhue joining us here in just a little bit on the program. That and more on the way on Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Come celebrate Daylight Savings Time, St. Patrick's Day, and the arrival of spring with the ultimate Bon Jovi tribute band, Slippery When Wet. It's my life, it's now or never. Performing for one night only at the State Theater in Greenville, Saturday, March 19th. Advance tickets just $10, $14 at the door, with balcony seating $20 in advance and $25 the day of. Get tickets at statetheaternc.com. Slippery When Wet, Saturday, March 19th in Greenville. $10 advance tickets at statetheaternc.com.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with a pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Pick up some new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda at your favorite retailer today. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989, and the official beer of the ECU Pirates.
The Special Olympics USA Games is my time to shine.
And Jersey Mike's Day of Giving is yours.
Grab a sub on Wednesday, March 30th, and all sales will be donated to the games.
Jersey Mike's, be a sub above. The Special Olympics USA Games is my time to shine, and Jersey Mike's Day of Giving is yours. Grab a sub on Wednesday, March 30th, and all sales will be donated to the games. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. 4 quarters of big plays, ankle-breaking moves, and ball-handling wizardry. Do they dunk? Do they dunk? See the stars rattle the rim in the all-new in-game dunk contest. This is the team everyone can cheer for. The Spread Game Tour is coming. Don't miss the Harlem Globetrotters in Greenville on March 28th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar with daily specials. And here's the lineup. Mondays feature $7 margaritas and half-price appetizers. Tuesday is stuffed seafood night. Wednesday is date night. Thursday is roasted smoked lamb chop night. Fridays is prime rib night. And Saturday is Italian night and is also Fred and Wilma night with our 36-ounce bone-in tomahawk steak just like the Flintstones. And on Sunday, it's our legendary brunch from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
University PC Care has been busier than ever repairing personal PC and Mac computers and iPhones during this pandemic. And we thank you for your support. Now, with everyone streaming and doing work from school and home, you may have discovered that your home Wi-Fi just isn't cutting it. It may be time to upgrade your home network, and University PC Care can help. To make a network assessment appointment and discover upgrade options that fit your home, go to talktowilliam.com or learn more at universitypccare.com.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey Pirate Nation, Warren's now has 2 locations, in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Stop in today for hot dogs, pizza, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity featuring homemade cheese, ham and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs and more. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you here on a Monday, a Victory Monday edition. East Carolina coming off a winning weekend over St. Mary's. We'll talk about that inside the Players Lounge, presented by Delcor. Delcor has been the trusted HVAC and plumbing contractor in Eastern North Carolina for over 5 decades when it comes to cooling, heating, and plumbing repair. You can always rely on the service professionals for any size job. Call Delcor today, 321-8868, or visit delcorinc.com. Joining us first today inside the Players Lounge is Pirate reliever CJ Mayhue. CJ, good to see you again. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. You're doing good. The stash is doing stellar as you're trying to lock down your second straight Mustache March championship, and you're on the right track, it appears.
Yeah, it's coming in.
It's coming in better than I thought, so
good deal.
We'll see.
And CJ fresh off a jungle jump last night, so after each game, the guys in the jungle will holler out your name a few times, try to get your attention. And you were called last night, so got to do a jump. I know you appreciate the fans, CJ, and taking that sprint out to left field after a game, right?
Nah, it's always fun getting to go out there with Pirate Nation. Sometimes it takes me a little bit just I have to make sure, they're saying my name. I don't want to run out there and they're saying somebody else's name.
That'd be pretty embarrassing. But finally you hear the CJ and you're like, I guess that's me. Head on out there. Pirates coming off a winning weekend over St. Mary's, doubleheader on Sunday. I was out there to see you lose the first one, but maybe that ninth inning gave you a little momentum. Good ninth inning for the Pirates. Got back in it, lost 6-5, but you're able to take game 2 of the series 4-3. Got down in that game, CJ. So good to see you guys come back and get that series winning win last night.
Yeah, it's always good to take a weekend, but. Yeah, the ninth inning of the first game, I think we came alive offensively, and I think we starting out the second game Sunday was a little flat, but we stayed in there, and I felt like the whole game like we was going to come back, and we did it.
You knew the bats would come alive. All you had to do was keep their bats at bay, and after a rough outing from the youngster Jake Hunter, who's looked really good this year so far, you come in, Garrett Saylor after you, and just phenomenal numbers, 11 strikeouts for you guys in 6 2/3 innings. But you go extended work yesterday, CJ, 3 1/3, 57 pitches. So how you feeling on this Monday?
I feel pretty good. Not too bad.
Yeah, and what was working for you yesterday? Great performance for you.
Honestly, I guess I was throwing my fastball, and then off of that I was throwing my curveball decently, and got a couple swings here and there, and so I think that helped a lot.
I guess and look, you probably hit well when you were in high school, I would imagine. So is it tougher on the hitter? That's what they say, right? In cold weather, and it's easier on the pitcher. It's probably not easy for either one, but is there an advantage when the weather is colder for a pitcher, you think?
I honestly don't know. I know, like, as a pitcher, when it's cold, it takes a little bit to warm up, and then I know I was swinging the bat in high school. Hitting when it's cold, it's never a fun thing.
Hit one off the end, and you're hurting, right?
Oh yeah, you'll feel it.
3 1/3 for you, 3 1/3 for Garrett Saylor, who had a great weekend as well. As Garrett's looked really good since leaving the rotation. Maybe he's found his home in the bullpen with you guys.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. G in the fall was amazing, and then coming out of the pen these last couple of games, he's basically been unhittable. So just hopefully he can carry that on and keep going. When
you're playing two like you did yesterday, CJ, is there not a lot of time for Cliff to get in your ear hole between games? What's that talk between a loss in game 2 of the series, game 1 of the doubleheader, and then coming back and getting that win? What is that? It's a 45-minute window. So what's that window like for you guys?
They're right after the game, Coach will talk and kind of told us what we did, or kind of what we did wrong, and what we need to fix to take the next game. And it was a pretty quick talk from Coach, and then we kind of ate and relaxed and kind of refocused for the next game.
CJ, energy is always talked about, and when a team loses, it's easy to point out, like, hey, they don't have the right energy today or whatever. Do you feel that in games? Is there something to that where some days you're at the ballpark and you're like, all right, let's go? You want to always have that. Yeah. Some days you just don't got it. I mean, is that something you can feel as a player?
Yeah, you can feel it. We talk about it all the time when, if you can feel it in the dugout. Sometimes the energy is a little down, and I think as players in the dugout, we have to realize that the energy is down and do something to kind of turn it around. And we'll sometimes have like a player meeting in the dugout to kind of bring up the energy and put us back on track.
CJ Mayhue joining us again. We going into the year, we were trying to figure out who makes up for Francisco and Norby in these numbers, and we said there's going to be some guys we don't know about that are going to come through. And once again, Jacob Jenkins-Coward, Cam Clonch got in the lineup. He hit a home run in Game 2 last night. But, man, Jenkins-Coward specifically has put together a phenomenal year thus far. And you guys probably saw it. We didn't know about him at all, but he's been great so far this year.
Yeah, no, I mean, coming in the fall, I mean, just looking at him, he definitely passes the eye test. And, I mean, he's just a competitor. You know, he's one of them guys you want on your team, and he shows up every day at practice. I mean, and in games, he's showing up, and he's aggressive, and he's just a good player.
CJ, last week, midweek, you kind of had maybe a minor league feel going with the bus ride and like 2 games in another state, and take on Virginia Tech, lose that one 7-2, but a good bounce back win over Radford. So, what was the travel like for you? You'll be on the road a lot coming up these next 5 games. So, what was that like for you last midweek?
I mean, it was I think the bus ride we actually went down the day before to Virginia Tech, so it wasn't as bad. It wasn't travel, get off play, so we had a little time to relax, and we took a practice at Virginia on their field Monday night, and then played, and then woke up next morning and bus ride to Radford and got to it.
CJ Mayhue joining us with Pirates back on the road. They got a road series coming up this weekend at College of Charleston, but before that, a date with Old Dominion coming up on Tuesday. As I was looking at the schedule, CJ, I was telling you I was unaware that they were ranked 24th in the nation, and you talked about their record, a really good team. No surprise, every team on the schedule is a really good team. So you'll have another challenge in front of you coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't know Old Dominion. I mean, I didn't know they're ranked, but yeah, they're a solid team. We played them last year. They was real solid, and you know, we talk about it a lot. You know, college baseball right now is probably more stacked than it ever has been with the whole COVID situation. Right. So, I mean, we're going to take it. Like, you know, we really don't focus on the team we're playing. We just try to play our best baseball, and that'll give us the best chance to win.
And first time out of the state, I guess, coming up. Only headed to South Carolina. Beautiful Charleston this weekend. But 3-game road series. This will be your first true 3-game road series of the year. So you looking forward to that?
No, yeah, that's exciting. And obviously we're in Charleston, so hopefully the weather will be nice.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, God would let you see the sights and sounds of the city, or is it all baseball?
We might have, if we're playing good.
Hey, get a win on Tuesday, win on Friday. Maybe you can see the beach or something. I don't know, coming up on the weekend. CJ Mayhue joining us. CJ, legally, you can't be in our bracket pool. Now, we don't give out money, but we do have a prize, I believe, to Bagel Man this year. Yeah, nice. Winner of our bracket. Will you fill out a bracket just for fun for the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I will.
Or do you just fill out Mustache March brackets?
Yeah, I like the Mustache March.
So you got winning it all this year?
That's tough.
How much college basketball do you watch?
I mean, not much, but I do. I will turn it on every once in a while.
What's your favorite sport to watch, like as a fan?
I mean, I watch college baseball a lot, and football, college football, but basketball, you know, I mean, I'm always going to go with probably Gonzaga's been looking really good this year. I've watched a couple of their games. Virginia Tech surprised me actually right now, so I honestly
took it to Duke the other night.
Yeah, they did.
And North Carolina.
Duke. Yeah, it was a good game.
So, CJ, it's look, I grew up a North Carolina fan. I can admit it. I went to East Carolina. I dropped all that. I don't care about them anymore. But a lot of people grow up, you know, Carolina, Duke, State fans. Did you have a team growing up? Who was your basketball team?
It was Carolina.
Okay. See, I mean, it happens. Yeah. But you're over it now, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah, forget those guys. All right, so Gonzaga and Virginia Tech, who just took down the Blue Bloods in the ACC. A couple of teams CJ will be watching. You say you watch college baseball. Now MLB is back. The Players Association and MLB have agreed, so spring training is on. Actually, there's spring training games beginning Thursday, I believe. So maybe some baseball on TV. But college baseball, at least it feels like, took advantage of that small absence, and it's out there, especially on social media. And you've got guys like the old pitcher from Virginia, who we might have talked about, the big donkey dude. He talks about it all the time. The Barstool guys talk about it a lot. So it felt like it was getting some attention. I hope that stays, CJ. And now with ESPN Plus, you can pretty much watch whatever you want. So it's getting more and more attention, I feel like.
Yeah, no, college baseball is definitely getting more attention now than, I guess in the past few years. I don't know if that's because the MLB or whatever was down, but, hopefully it stays that way.
No doubt. CJ Mayhue joining us today inside the Pirate Radio studios. CJ, who's your biggest challenge right now as far as the stash goes? Who you got?
Probably JC or Jake Hunter.
Two young guys, right?
Two young guys, yeah.
They came on the scene. What if Cliff just recruited them to knock you off? Because, those young guys got some stashes on them, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, CJ, thanks for joining us. Good luck this week, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Well, yeah, thank you.
CJ Mayhue, fresh off a Jungle Jump, joining us here inside the Pirate Radio studios. We'll talk to his teammates. Power hitter Ryder Giles joins us. He got into one. I'll talk to Bryson, Worrell, Zach Agnos as well coming up later on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. We've got more to go right after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. Ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the new Papa John's New York Style Pizza is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. Some college basketball teams that have had great seasons under the radar. We'll name them next.
I'm Clip Brock.
I'm Chandler Honeycutt.
I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Join us every weekday from 3 to 6 for Pirate Radio Live.
We'll keep you up to date on everything going on with ECU Athletics and make you a winner each and every day when we open up the Pirate Radio Booty Bag.
You can hear the show streaming online, on radio, and on social. Catch us weekdays on Pirate Radio Live from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You might be amazed how many college basketball teams this year that had 20-win seasons from the smaller conferences. Here's the list. From the Atlantic Sun, Liberty, and Jacksonville State. America East, Vermont. Big Sky, Montana State, and Weber State. Big South, Longwood, and Winthrop. 3 CAA teams with 21 wins or more. UNC Wilmington, Towson, and Hofstra. 1 Ivy League school, Princeton. Rick Pitino's Iona Gales from the Metro Atlantic. Norfolk State from the MEAC. Colgate from the Patriot League. 3 Southern Conference teams, UTC, Furman, and Sanford, and South Dakota State and North Dakota State from the Summit. Yes, the little guys can hoop it up too. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
This is ECU Assistant Football Coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. They are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live. I feel like another double. We got our spins in for the Tilt-A-Whirl when ECU was playing Virginia Tech because we were watching that game. I don't think we've done any spins since then, Chandler. So when Bryson Worrell comes in, he's had 2 doubles and a single since that game.
3 spins.
Well, that's 5 spins. 2 doubles and a single.
Oh, 2 doubles.
Yeah.
So 5 spins. Oh, it's going to get dizzy in here.
So I'll take 2 or 3, and you'll take 2 or 3, and we'll have him actually be the conductor.
Physically spin us.
Physically spin us in our chairs. Physical compete. By the way, you'll hear some of those phrases coming up on Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Because ECU spring football.
Excitement time.
Excitement time.
Oh, yeah.
Excitement time.
Violence.
Violence.
Oh. Violence.
Save. Save. Thank you, Shirley. Save.
I want to shake his hand. No.
No, please.
Get pumping.
All right, that's a good one to wrap it up on. Get pumping. I sent Bryce Williams a printable bracket, as I told him I would do.
Let's see how long this will take.
Because I wanted him to go ahead and get it filling out before he gets here Wednesday, so he wouldn't be here till 10 o'clock at night.
For some reason, I have a feeling that when he gets here on Wednesday at 5 o'clock, either he won't have but like half of it done, or he will not have any of it done.
He'll have like some here and there.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what's the over-under on it not being completed when he comes in
I
Wednesday?
like Kentucky to win the whole thing, but I haven't filled anything out.
Anna's got a friend that went to Kentucky, and she liked it. And do they still have Jamal Mashburn? Shirley, give me some tunes, and let's talk a little NCAA tournament.
Okay, hold on just 1 second if I can get my mouse.
I don't know who can say they were. I feel like there hasn't been a lot of talk about snubs. There's been more talk about like Iowa and Tennessee maybe being underseeded more so than teams being left out of the tournament. That was a good approach there. My guy's got a makeable birdie to tie for the lead.
Who's that?
I can't say his name. I don't know how to say his name.
Okay.
The guy we've been talking about all day.
Oh.
The
Yeah, that guy. By the way, Harold Varner, the third update on the Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard presented by Da Buck. Harold, I guess, has birdied a couple of holes because Shirley, at last check, you told me he was 7 under.
7 under. Nice. He is 2 shots off the lead.
We got a group of 4 right now, 9 under par at the Players.
This is weird talking about golf with
I know. I started this conversation and went a whole different direction. So Harold is 2 shots back, and I'm watching the coverage. I hadn't seen him in a while, but if he can keep creeping up, maybe we will see him here playing on down in Florida. All right, hit the music.
Oh.
The Braves get Matt Olson today.
Congrats.
A lot going on in the world of sports. A lot of NFL free agency. I guess they're calling this the legal tampering period, which makes no sense. So basically, free agency has begun. You're going to start hearing about the deals.
And by the way, Tom Brady is back.
Forgot about that. We got a ton of mess.
We got a mess, and we got to clean it up.
We got a mess of stuff. A ton of mess. A lot of ish. Biggest news of the day. Let's go to our Havelock Filipino Pittsburgh native CJ Schaefer and get his thoughts on Mitchell Trubisky being the new quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Get in here, pal.
Bradshaw, Roethlisberger, Cordell Stewart, Trubisky.
Nothing screams intimidation to a defense more than playing against Mitchell.
Oh, and it is Mitchell. It is not Mitch.
Yeah, get it right.
It is Mitchell.
That's my quarterback.
How you feeling?
That hurt. That's the first time I've said that. That's my quarterback. That hurt a lot.
I was lucky enough to be the one to break the news to CJ today, so that was awesome.
Yeah, and I'm mad at you for it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean...
So when I heard the Wentz news, at first I was like, no. And then now I'm not feeling as bad about it. Do you think as time goes on, you'll feel better about it?
I wouldn't say better, but I'll go back to, like, not caring. I mean, I was mad at it at first. I can get over it, but he's not going to... Yeah, like, he's not a difference maker or anything, but it could be worse. I'll put it that way.
And shame... This sounds bad, but like shame on Pittsburgh for not having a replacement ready for Ben Roethlisberger.
I agree.
They have had years and years. They tried it with Rudolph. They tried it before that with... And they have an SEC guy in there. Who was the quarterback before Rudolph that they drafted?
Guy from Tennessee.
Well, they had Dobbs. I wasn't even talking about him. They had another guy who I can't even think of. A Landry Jones, Oklahoma, right?
Oh, yeah.
They tried him. They brought in Haskins. I still think they draft a guy this year. How about you?
I would... If they draft a guy, I think one of y'all told me earlier, if you draft a guy, you've got Trubisky for 2 years, and this 2 years of Trubisky can kind of be your bridge. So, like, if you draft Malik Willis, well, now you have him sit behind Trubisky for a year or two, and now he's ready. I mean, I don't really know if Trubisky's the guy you want to learn from, but...
Is he ready to groom your next stud quarterback? I don't know. I don't think so.
No, not at all. But, we got to do something.
All right.
Can't go in there with Mason Rudolph.
And this has been our March Madness report on Pirate Radio Live. I want to dive into it, and we will at some point today and this week. By the way, we will not be here Thursday, Friday, because we're going to have wall-to-wall coverage of the NCAA tournament.
Wall to wall.
From noon until after midnight. It's basketball. Thursday, Friday, we'll have it for you Saturday, Sunday as well, right here on Pirate Radio. In fact, we'll start Tuesday night with the first four. All right. I don't want to jump right to champions. Let's talk upsets. First round upsets. I'm going to be with the public. And take South Dakota State. I think that's going to be a popular pick as they are, I believe I saw they were the smallest underdog in tournament history for a 13 seed. I think they're like 2.5-point dogs to Providence in round one of that matchup. Other upsets, I'm taking both of the play-in winners, the first four winners, to win a game on one Thursday, one Friday. So I'm going to take the Rutgers or Notre Dame winner over Alabama. I'm going to take the other one, which is Wyoming, Indiana, to beat St. Mary's, and history is on my side because it seems like not only do these teams win one game, or they make a run. And Chandler, you have one in particular making a run, right?
Yep. Arkansas, a team that...
No, that's not what I'm talking. Stay with me here, Chandler. I feel like you were listening to me.
I was.
You were at least looking at me. One of the first four teams.
Oh.
You have not just winning the first round game, but making a run, right, Chandler?
The Irish of Notre Dame out of the ACC going to the Sweet 16.
Thank you. Any other first round upsets?
Yeah. I got New Mexico State. Who are they playing? my bracket's back there. They're in the upper left corner.
UConn. UConn's big.
12 seed versus a 5 seed.
You got to have a 12-5 upset every year, though. And so that's yours. Who you got winning it all?
I got Baylor going back-to-back, and they're going to be playing Jay Wright. and Nova.
Yeah, I like Nova to get to the Final Four. I love Arizona, but man, if Arizona and Nova play in the Elite Eight, that's a fantastic game.
But I was starting to mention Arkansas a while ago. It's a team that you've talked about. They're tough as nails, and I've got them going to the Elite Eight.
They are only 5-point favorites against Vermont, and I'm a little nervous about that one.
Yeah, but so I have them going to the Elite Eight. I do have Coach K in his final year beating them and going into the Final Four.
Nah, they don't get by Texas Tech.
I mean, I like that, but I could just see them making a little run here.
No, please
be quiet.
No,
everyone, please be quiet.
No. Got some breaking news here. Shirley, cut the music.
Cut it.
The Toronto Argonauts have just tweeted out, "Let's work
the body."
Kind of, basically.
Is he a part of the work the body culture era?
They say, let's work at K_Futrell44.
Kendall Futrell.
Kendall Futrell is a Toronto Argonaut, and as Tom McClellan points out, he is going to join Deshaun Amos there.
Sweet.
So we talked to Justin Hardy last week, who joined the CFL, and now you've got Kendall Futrell.
Man.
Joining the Argonauts.
Him and Nate Harvey were a underrated duo.
Nate Harvey, one of the most come-out-of-nowhere stories ever.
Hargrave Military
He was like a fourth-string fullback and turned into ECU's best pass rusher and ended up...
What do you have, like 13 and a half sacks?
He signed with the Giants and got hurt, right?
And was like on pace to like make the 53-man roster.
So, that was just a weird... I mean, that was not a good team. But that single season that he had was tremendous.
It's crazy.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back expecting the arrival of one Ryder Giles. Should I put on my tattoo sleeve?
Sure.
I think I'm going to break out a little ink for Ryder and see what he thinks.
Okay.
He's got some.
He got a hold of one over the weekend.
Power hitter, slugger Ryder Giles joins us on the other side of this timeout. A lot more of Pirate Radio Live left to go on a Monday. We're back after this.
Pirate Fest, presented by Subdogs and Suddenlink, offers 2 days of piractical tomfoolery, including 150 vendors, food trucks, art demos, BMX, mermaids, and of course, pirates. Join us Friday, April 8th for an evening of entertainment, food trucks, and vendors. On Saturday, April 9th, enjoy BMX performances, sword fighting, and black powder demonstrations, and more. Finish off the day with a concert on the town common. For more information, visit piratefestnc.com. It's going to be awesome.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject, rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer focuses on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance or life without having to give up the college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer here in Greenville today at 493-0002 and put the life back in life insurance.
At US Cellular, we know you have a choice of wireless carriers. And while the other guys may limit your choice of free phones, at US Cellular, you can choose any phone from any brand for free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Your first stop for shopping is at Shimmer Boutique. This is Ashley from Shimmer. We are fully stocked with the latest apparel, shoes, and accessories and more. If you need gift ideas or some shopping therapy for yourself, stop by today. Looking for the hottest shoes on the market? Shimmer has the biggest selection of Hey Dudes anywhere. Shimmer has the newest Yeti products and colors. Want this year's most popular bag? Shimmer has a great selection of all your bog bag needs and accessories. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
Hey Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner. Call them today at 919-292-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back inside the Delcor Players Lounge, and joining us now, East Carolina power hitter, Ryder Giles. Last week I introduced you as ECU shutdown closer.
Yeah.
After your role last weekend, now you're the power hitter, Ryder, with the dinger over the weekend. So welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I like the sound of that one.
By the way, Ryder, you inspired me. Not only to be a better man and human, but also you got some ink, some tattoo. We talked about your tattoo. Yep. Can you show it real quick? Just there we go. Yeah. You inspired me to get a little ink, man. You want to see it?
Yeah.
It's a whole sleeve.
Wow, man,
Yeah. What do you think?
Look at the detail on that thing.
Does it work for me?
How much did that hurt?
Oh man, I can't even start to tell you.
That was probably a pretty penny, wasn't it?
So Tattoo Bros, huh?
Let's go.
All right, man. Maybe you can teach me how to hit a home run now. Actually, this was so we do these watch-alongs. We did it for the Super Regional last year against when you guys played Vandy.
Mm-hmm.
So we watch the game and kind of react to it, and people chime in. We do basketball watch-alongs, and we get in our basketball jerseys. And ECU Jungle on Twitter. ECU was winning on Thursday. ECU Jungle on Twitter purchased these from Amazon because he thought we were going to be on the following day and wear with our jersey. So I'm trying to pull up a video of us and what we look like in our uniforms. But these are going to look really sweet once we get to break out the tats with the. Oh, there's a nice picture of the tats there. Chandler got some too. So
wow,
yeah, man, we're trying to just be hipper, cooler.
I mean, you guys are doing a great job. That is awesome.
Yeah. So appreciate you saying that. Ryder Giles joining us. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here we go. That's an old picture, but we're in our.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Do we look like we could play? I got the shooting sleeve.
You look like and the headband.
Iverson shooting sleeve.
Gosh, you guys look like
you look like real ballers out there. So there you go. Just wanted to.
I think I would take you one-on-one over Chandler.
Now you mean Now, what does that mean? The way you said that.
I think my money would be on you.
Oh, okay. Oh, against Chandler, 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Well, there's a video.
Wait, so hold on, me and Clip?
Yeah.
Oh man.
The only chance I
think
have
he would
is
back you down in the post. I think
you know what? And now he's an A.G. Cox legend.
Yeah, I scored 2 points in my middle school career.
There you go.
Right.
Jumper on the elbow, fast break. But if the game goes to anything over 3, I'm done. I don't have the stamina. But if we could play like from 1 to 3 points, I might have a chance.
Okay.
Not that Chandler's in the best shape ever. Yeah.
No.
We should play.
I'm like 5-6 years removed from like my athletic career. So yeah, I'm definitely not in the shape I used to
We
be.
played horse, and again, we're talking to the best basketball player on ECU baseball, according to multiple people, Ryder Giles.
I'm definitely not taking on Ryder Giles. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I think you guys could get a big viewing for that. I think that'd be a good marketing thing.
Well, once you're done playing, because Cliff won't let you play on your glassy ankles, as you and him have called him, I believe. All right, let's talk to the real athlete here. Ryder, coming off a loss in game 1 of a doubleheader, I talked to CJ about it. Only a 45-minute window between games. So, is it panic time? Is it all right, let's relax? What's that 45 minutes like between a loss and getting back at it like you did last night?
I think we kind of used, I mean, I don't know, like when you lose a game and then you go home and you kind of think about it for a while. I think it can be nice whenever you only had the 45 minutes. Like you said, you don't really have that much time to really think about it. You just go out and play the next game. And, we really didn't play too great up until I think like the 6th or 7th. But I think you can kind of look at it both ways. It can be good if you kind of just flush it and move on and play the next one, or if you kind of take that first one into the second one, then it can kind of work against you.
Well, winning that first one of the series is always important.
Yeah.
You can't get swept if that happens, and you can still go for a sweep, but we're in the series. And you guys were able to take that one, and that was when you got the party going in the 3rd inning on Friday with that home run. And let's talk about that one, Ryder. So Stephen Igo pointed out that was your 3rd career homer. The first time you'd homered off a guy not named Dakota Matoxin, I believe is the Memphis pitcher.
Yes.
So how about that AB and that swing? What do you remember about it?
Well, I mean, I remember the jog around the bases going a lot quicker than I had hoped. But no, when I got back,
you didn't get a chance to really bask in it.
I know, I didn't. I mean, I went back and I watched the video, and I mean, I looked like I kind of looked like I knew what I was doing, but I was like, man, I should have slowed down and enjoyed that one a little bit more. But everybody in the dugout was like, man, that was a no-doubter. And I was like, well, I guess I was the only one that had a doubt about it. I don't hit too many of those. So, it felt great. So,
and Chandler informs me, I guess you had a bet with Jacob Jenkins Cowart, who was going to hit the first one.
Yeah.
And you got him by a couple days, I guess.
I got him by a couple days, yeah. That one, it was probably not the smartest bet at the time, making that with him. But
no offense to you, Ryder. I don't think you're going to win many statistical categories because he is lighting it up this year.
Yeah, and power to him. Just keep doing it. I'll be glad to lose all those to him if he keeps it up.
And unfortunately, I think he's got you in the facial hair too.
Yeah, he does, and he's 4 years younger than me too, so that really hurts.
Well, CJ Mayhue said his biggest challengers this year were Jacob Jenkins Cowart and Jake Hunter. Couple of newcomers to the program.
Yeah. So, well, I tell you, he doesn't have to worry about Merritt Beakers.
Call him out. All right. Yeah. You get 6 from Cooch on Friday. That's huge. And then on Sunday, once again, we saw the starters not get too far into the game. But how about Mayhue yesterday and Garrett Saylor? Man, he's been awesome out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they were both. They both really came up big. Obviously, it's not ideal. Starter not going, 5+. But, those guys, Mayhue, Saylor, really most of those guys down there, I think Logish was ready to go too. But, those guys want the ball, which is the biggest thing. And, they just come in and attack the zone. And obviously they did a great job.
Ryder Giles joining us. Ryder, game 2 of the series, you were pulled. Barini goes to second, Agnos to short. I did see shortly after that, I can't remember what happened. I remember seeing you out of the dugout, like giving a 5 to a teammate. Like, how important is that to keep the spirits high?
Yeah.
Things like that happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, anytime anytime you come out of the game, it's obviously, maybe, coach likes something better, match up better. And I think it's something that I kind of learned, early in my career, my freshman year, like late in games, he would either put me in, for a defensive change or, I remember Dusty Baker would hit a lot for me late in the games. And, it's just a strategic matchup. And, if you take it personal, you can, really kind of fight the vibes in the dugout with the team, or you can be selfless and cheer on your teammate, which obviously winning is the ultimate goal. So that's kind of something that I learned early in my career, and anytime that happens, it's important not to take it personal and be sad puppy dog in the dugout.
Right. Yeah. We talked about the vibes with CJ and how sometimes you're high. The team as a whole is high energy. It feels like you guys are most of the time.
Yeah.
Do you ever, and you want to be consistent every day, but sometimes for whatever reason you just don't got it. So how do you kind of fight through that and still provide energy on those days?
Yeah, I think it, obviously you're not going to have it every day. And I think the earlier you can realize that, the better it is. And then you can kind of go from there. And, maybe it's somebody new, or, obviously, Groves provides a lot of energy for us. And, if he's not, you can kind of talk to your teammates, lean on other guys to bring it, and just pick each other up.
I know one guy I never want to see again. That's Nathan Chong.
Yeah, me either.
Man, he struck out Sunday and still got on base.
I think twice.
I mean, at that point, I was like, all right, man, this guy, I'll just go ahead and put him on first.
Yeah, seriously.
But they were a good team. They were. And especially, I was in the nice heated press box on Sunday. I was like, look at these California guys can't handle this weather. Look at these fake tough guys without the sleeves under their jerseys. And I ate some of my words there. Because they were impressive ball team.
Yeah, absolutely. They they came in and they wanted to beat us, and that was kind of the message. After the game is that. We've got to kind of take to other teams what they bring to us. They come in ready to go, and we've got to do a better job of taking the fight to other teams rather than waiting 3 or 4 innings to really get it going. So
that's a good point, Ryder. At this point, ECU baseball, and you helped make it this way. You're the hunted, not the hunter anymore. And you got to have. It's hard to have that underdog mentality when everybody's telling you how good you are, right? So you got to find that.
Yeah, absolutely. And going into Old Dominion tomorrow, we're going to be the underdog. So, I think you just kind of stick with the guys in your locker room and just have each other's back and kind of like I said, just take the fight to them rather than having it brought to you every game.
A winning week for the Pirates, a winning weekend, and that included a couple of road games where you split Virginia Tech and Radford. And coming up this weekend, your first true 3-game road series at College of Charleston. So you're a veteran at the game now. What's the key to a good road trip? Like what do you how do you keep it loose, keep it light, but also focus on the baseball?
Yeah, I don't know. I think you got to kind of find what works for you. Some guys on the bus like to, hang out and play some games. Other guys like to, sleep and watch Netflix or whatever. And just kind of find what works for you, on the bus ride. And then when you get there, it's kind of, same as usual. But
what's the first thing you do when you're on a new infield? Do you kind of kick around the grass, the turf, the dirt, like get a feel for it?
Yeah, that is a big thing. We practice on Thursday night usually at the other team's field, and it's more so to kind of like get familiar with the field. The foul territory is obviously different at most fields, and so that's a big thing. The lights, all that good stuff. So just kind of getting a feel for it. Yeah, messing around with the dirt. See maybe if it's a little choppier, if it's hard.
Man, I want to talk to Palumbo about. I've interviewed him before. I've never asked him about the art of infield pregame because he is like, it's unbelievable. And sorry, I did see you bob grovel a backhand yesterday.
What are you talking about?
You did come back and get the next one.
Did I?
Yeah, I think I saw that.
I think I was
wrong guy. But man, Palumbo, it's like you can get mesmerized by it if you're watching from afar. But he's got it down to a science, man.
Yeah, I remember freshman year several times I got yelled at because I was just watching what was going on. It was just baseball.
And guys are running around and like the ball's going through their legs. It's crazy.
Yeah, if you don't pay attention, you can catch one in the face too. So it's
well. Here's a dumb question: like, how much do you guys practice that preseason? So you're ready for game day.
Yeah. We introduced it in the fall, and then when we scrimmage, we usually like in the fall we'll scrimmage Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll do it each Friday, and then in the spring when we get back from Christmas, we'll kind of do it a couple more times just to make sure everybody's on the same page.
I don't know if it leads to wins or losses or whatever, but like when it's crisp, you're feeling good though, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a good table setter. You have a good round of in and out, and then the last thing you take into a game is that positive feeling. And when you don't have a great round of in and out, you can it's important to kind of flip the mojo from that and clean slate going in.
Hey, look, everybody does their part to lead the Pirates to victory. And the marketing side, Eric Ward and now Casey are making sure the music's playing. We had a bad aux cord yesterday, Ryder. I don't know if you noticed it. The music was kind of cutting in and out.
Yeah.
So they got that taken care of. So hopefully that helped you guys out.
Yeah. Well, the pitchers picked up the slack for us. I don't know if you could hear the pitchers down there.
Oh, okay, good.
In the bullpen, but they were. It was a clown show out of them. So that was a good energy source for us there.
Well, here's a question too. I've seen this. What's the deal with the football tossing? And you're not the only team that does it, but like before the game, bullpen. What's the football throw?
Well, pitchers are weird. And it's
wait. Are you saying that as a shortstop or as a pitcher?
I'm saying that as an infielder.
Okay.
Yes.
You're not one of them.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's something about there's a whole. You have to talk to Kuchman about it. He's big with all that stuff. And
every odd thing I ask about, it's talk to Kuchman. He's like the leader of all of it, I guess.
He's like the mayor of Greenville.
He is. He's been around. He served 3 terms already.
Yeah.
I want to say.
I remember the game. It was the Maryland game. I didn't play. I came in to pitch that game, and before I was like, all right, I'm gonna throw with the pitchers. So I threw with Cooch, and he was doing all this nonsense. Not nonsense to me. It was like, what are you doing? But I was just mocking him. Everything I did, I felt like a weirdo.
Well, I'll tell you what. If he goes 6 innings and does all that, he can do whatever.
He can do whatever he wants.
He's had a great year, and you're with him every day. Last season, it was not the Cooch we're used to seeing, but to bounce back to be where he is today, I mean, it says a lot about him and. Not throwing in the towel, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he came back hungry this fall. Obviously he didn't have the year he wanted to last year, and I think it just speaks levels to the resiliency of him, and he's kind of, it's obviously the last go around for him, so he kind of took it personal last year and came back with a hunger.
Ryder, you cannot join the Pirate Radio bracket pool because we do have a $50 gift card to Bagel Man on the line, and that would be illegal for you to eat and win. So, but if you were filling out a bracket, have you looked at one yet?
So my roommate Carter Spivey actually was giving me the rundown of the teams last night. I hadn't seen the bracket, but he gave me the rundown.
Do you watch college basketball?
I do.
All right.
Yes.
You got any favorites this year?
I've said this all year. I think Purdue is going to win it all. They're my
2 big men.
Yeah, 2 big guys.
Ivy, one of the best in the country.
God, what's that guy's name? The shooter they got too is lights out.
Don't recall off the top of my head.
Sashevich or something like that.
Okay,
man, he's lights out. So I think if they get hot.
Oh yeah, I had him beating Iowa yesterday.
Yeah, they're going to be a tough 3 seed for Baylor and
the Boilers.
Yeah, that's my pick.
Ryder Giles special. He likes the Boilers to make a run to the national championship. Major League Baseball back, Ryder. Some deals already being made today. Looks like I don't know why the Braves can't come to a deal with Freddie Freeman, but they do bring in Matt Olson from Oakland.
Yeah.
So that's going to provide some pop there at first. How about baseball? Are you you watch Major League Baseball? Are you a fan?
Yes, absolutely.
Glad to see it back.
Yes,
I guess.
Yes, definitely. Hoover, he's pretty upset. He's kind of he's kind of reading through the lines with the Olsen deal. He's banking on Freddie being gone, so his emotions are in shambles.
He's a big Hornets guy too, right?
Big Hornets guy.
They've been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, his teams are letting him down, and
he's been playing pretty good. Maybe he's taking the anger out on the field.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it is.
All right, tough week coming up, all on the road, Ryder. So getting ready for that. How you feeling about where the team is right now to this point in the season?
Obviously, 16 games through, you don't plan or hope to be 9-7, but we had a meeting today, and it was kind of talking about like how we can use it as a positive, and it's just, I think it's like a little over a quarter of the season, so we've got about 70-75% of the season left, so we can definitely turn things around, and with the right mindset from a collective unit, we can obviously be very good as we've seen so far. So,
and we did learn last night from Cliff Godwin that Carson Wisenhunt will not be pitching the remainder of the year, and Carson put out a statement as well, and you guys have his back, I know.
Absolutely.
Till the end, but with that loss, it next man up type of mentality, you guys have been able to do that on the pitching side, but tough to see Wisenhunt not being a part of the team this year.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of weird not seeing him around all the time anymore, but he's he knows how we feel about him, and he knows that we got his back through it all, and hopefully everything works out.
All right, today we've talked to East Carolina slugger Ryder Giles. He's been a closer, he's been the shortstop, and now he's in the power spot for East Carolina. We'll see him move back up the lineup, probably to clean up, I would imagine, tomorrow.
Yeah, I would definitely think so. 3 or 4.
All right, Ryder, thanks for joining us, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Having me.
Bryson Worrell joining us at around 4:30. Zach Agnos at around 5 o'clock, as we will continue on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Delcor. In fact, Bryson Worrell is here. He owes us some spins on the Tilt-A-Whirl, so we'll take care of that and talk about East Carolina's winning weekend more when we return after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
Everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. But the good news is, we're getting vehicles from the factory every single week. So what the customer can do is come in, get an appraisal on their trade-in if they have one. They can pick a vehicle that's incoming and actually kind of build it how they want. And then when it gets here in the next 6 to 8 weeks, they're actually taking delivery of a new vehicle.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. 4 quarters of big plays, ankle-breaking moves, and ball-handling wizardry. Do they dunk? Do they dunk? See the stars rattle the rim in the all-new in-game dunk contest. This is the team everyone can cheer for. The Spread Game Tour is coming. Don't miss the Harlem Globetrotters in Greenville on March 28th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com.
You know what happens when you mess with a 125-year-old legend? You get Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. Inspired by the legendary taste of Topo Chico mineral water and crafted with unique flavors like strawberry guava, tangy lemon lime, tropical mango, and exotic pineapple for a crisp, refreshing finish. Topo Chico Hard Seltzer is a game changer. New Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. Legends never stop refreshing. TC Hard Seltzer Company, Tempe, Arizona, Auburndale, Florida. Celebrate responsibly.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak or the seafood delight pasta. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House can feed your larger crowds with off-site catering and room for 125 in our adjacent banquet hall. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
This is CJ Mayhue, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you have real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Or do you just need a property manager for your rental houses? ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX and SD Harris Properties can help answer every question you have and show you a stress-free real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. If you have real estate questions, Scott has answers. Call Scott Harris today at 347-1857. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Cliff Brock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live on a Monday inside the Players Lounge, brought to you by Delcor. Joining us, East Carolina center fielder and leadoff hitter Bryson Worrell, joining us once again. Bryson, good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you. Glad to be back.
And as we've said in the past, Cliff Godwin likes to tinker with the lineup here and there, and it looks like you might have found a home, though, at the leadoff spot. Is that how you're feeling right now?
Yeah, so far. I mean, I've liked hitting there so far. It's been a little different because I've never really hit leadoff, but I'm getting used to it. It's growing on me.
And you're doing quite well there, and a winning weekend for the Pirates as they knock off St. Mary's. As I said to Ryder, we didn't know a lot about them. I see their basketball team on TV quite a bit, but never anything about baseball. But they're a good little ball team, and showed you guys this weekend.
Yeah, Coach Godwin was talking about their offensive numbers going in for the weekend. You could definitely see. I mean, they had I think to start the weekend, they had 4 or 5 guys hitting over 400. I mean, they had a guy hitting almost 600. So
that Nathan Chong dude,
man, he was raking.
Hit machine.
We were joking yesterday in game 1, just put him on, give him the Bonds treatment, and 2 outs, 2 on. I think he just drilled one into the right center gap. Next time up, he strikes out and still gets on base.
Yeah,
that's when you know you're feeling it, right?
You're hot.
Bryson Worrell joining us. Bryson, what was the? You've had a favorable, I would say, winter to spring playing wise outside, but it got a little cold this weekend. So what was that like for you?
Yeah, it was definitely a little chilly yesterday. You got to have that mindset, you going into it, you know it's going to be cold. You got to prepare for it. But I mean, I think we did a good job. I think Coach Godwin had our strength coach. He had the whole bench running down to the fence in between innings just to keep them warm. So yeah, that's pretty much all we did.
You lose game one of the doubleheader, you bounce back and get it in game two. How about that last inning in game one, though, Bryson? You guys put something together there and kind of showing, hey, you've had a few games like that this year where you come on late. So came up a little short, but it's never over, right? There's no clock in baseball. I always hear that phrase.
Yeah, we were a little cold, a little quiet coming out to begin. Definitely the first game, and we didn't really play our brand of baseball. Little quiet coming out second game, and yeah, I think that it sparked us when J-Dub threw that guy out at I think it was the top of the seventh. Then we started getting together, we built up some momentum, scored some runs, and then Saylor did awesome job on the mound.
Yeah, interesting what can spark a run like that. It could be a pitcher coming in, getting out of a jam. It could be you making a diving catch in center. In this case, you talk about Wilcoxon. So it always changes game to game what can spark a rally, right?
For sure.
Bryson Worrell joining us. Pirates coming off a winning weekend over St. Mary's, and 9-7 now, Bryson. And as Ryder said, you want your record to be better than that through 16 games. But after the sweep to Bryant, record looking pretty good right now. How are you feeling about a quarter of the way to the year as far as where the team is?
Yeah, I think we're definitely trending in the right direction. We were talking today. We're 8-2 in our last 10 games, but it definitely doesn't feel that way. So, yeah, getting off to a little slow start, but I think, we're definitely heading in the right direction, and we're starting to put better performances together.
Another thing, too, Ryder kind of brought it up that you guys are you like to have that underdog mentality here at East Carolina. We do in every sport. But when you win as much as you guys do in the past, it's kind of hard to have that. And you're the hunted rather than the hunter going into every game. And Ryder said you guys are trying to kind of get that mindset back where we need to be the attacker.
Yeah, I mean, when you come out, you're getting everyone's best shot. I mean, you got that target on your back. And if you don't give that team your best shot, then you're probably not going to win the game.
Bryson Worrell joining us. Bryson, how many jungle jumps have you done so far this season?
I think just one.
Oh, just one?
Yeah.
Okay. We talked to CJ. He got his first one the other day. So nice to hear those fans in left field and giving it to the opposing outfielder each and every week. You've said in the past you're glad you're on our side.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad I'm on the other team.
And you'll be facing some road games coming up this week, though. A trip to Old Dominion. We were talking before we went on the air. Bryson, you know how good they are from last year, and it looks like they have picked up where they left off, right? They're a good team.
Yeah, they are. I think we said they hosted a regional last year. They couldn't host at ODU because their stadium wasn't quite big enough. But, yeah, they hosted a regional. They're a good team, and we're definitely going to give them all we have.
And then a trip down to Charleston to play on the road, your first true 3-game road series of the year. So what's the mindset going into a 3-game road series like that?
I think it's player baseball. I mean, we know how good we can be if we show up and play the best we can. We're going to go down there, and we're going to get what we have.
Talk to the other guys about the quick turnaround, and it sounds like Ryder likes it where you don't have a lot of time to dwell on a loss when it's a doubleheader. Is that good when there's only 45 minutes and you get right back out there and play again?
I think it can be good and bad. I think some guys, maybe if they didn't play the best during the first game, they might be able to take that to the next game, and it might leak out. But we had a conversation as a team in between the first game and the second game, like, hey, like, it's time to turn it on. Like, we're not gonna lose this series. We're gonna step up and win the next game.
Bryson, some great pitching out of the bullpen once again. First of all, Cooch looked great on Friday as the starter, going extended innings. You didn't get those extended innings Saturday and Sunday, but you did from the relievers, especially on Sunday. CJ and Garrett Saylor, who we've seen start this year for East Carolina, but those guys going 6 2/3 combined. I mean, that's just huge.
Yeah, our relief pitching has been big all year. I think Garrett just got nominated for some kind of player of the week this week. I mean, I think we went 9 innings, had like 16 or 17 Ks. So, I mean, when you have performances like that coming out of the bullpen, it gives you a lot of confidence that you're going to be in those close games.
Yeah, and that's something you hitters can take too, right? Like, hey, we're down right now, but we know that our relievers are going to keep us in this game.
Yeah, it's definitely a big confidence builder.
Yeah, no doubt. Talking to Bryson Worrell, watching the Players Championship. Shirley, are you following Harold? I'll do a quick update because Chandler, my guy's tied for the lead again.
Yes.
Oh, my guy's tied for the lead. I can't say his name, but he's up there. What you got with Harold?
Harold is holding steady at 7 under. He is tied for 8th.
And there was a time where we thought, okay, Harold might win this thing. It looks like that time may have passed. But right now, that tied for 8th is huge because if he's in the top 50, He will be playing in the Masters coming up in a few weeks, and that'd be awesome to see. Harold's wearing his Sunday purple on a Monday.
That's always awesome to see.
Well, how about that, Bryson? As the Pirate, you got a guy that
represent.
Yeah, and I'm not a big golf fan, but I'll watch ECU anything, like any sport or anybody associated with East Carolina. I'll watch it, and when he's out there in the purple, it kind of gives you a sense of pride.
Yeah, it does.
Are you a golfer?
A little bit, yeah. Not as big as Ryder, but yeah, I like to go out there and swing the club sometimes.
All right. What's your handicap?
I have no clue.
What's your? Do you have a best round score?
Probably like a mid-80s.
That's pretty good.
With a few mulligans.
Oh, okay.
With a few mulligans, you had to throw that.
That sounds like my game.
To be honest,
I would imagine as far as you can get a baseball, you might be good in the like long drive competition as a.
I mean, I can hit them pretty far.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Not pretty straight though.
Yeah.
Do you? No, you're a switch hitter.
I hit golf right-handed.
Okay, all right. That was going to be my question.
When did you? That's a good point, Chandler. When did you start? So are you? Yeah, you're right-handed.
Mm-hmm.
When did you start hitting left-handed?
I think when I was around like 8 or 9 years old, like I was just messing with it, and then it kind of felt pretty natural because I kick my football with a left foot.
Okay.
And I dribble basketball left-handed, like it's my natural hand.
So you just
I'm a little unorthodox.
Ambidextrous or amphibious, as the NC State player once said. So like going through like middle school and high school, did you switch it or did you hit?
Yeah, I did. I started switch hitting in middle school.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive. Bryson Worrell joining us here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Bryson, you're not eligible to be in our bracket pool because we have a gift card to Bagel Man on the line, and it's illegal to feed you guys food.
Yeah,
thanks to the NCAA. Yeah, so you got to starve. But are you gonna watch the NCAA tournament? Here's a look at the bracket. Have you looked at it at all yet?
No, I haven't at all. I don't think I've ever filled out a.
Oh, really?
Bracket. No, I haven't.
You're just not into college hoops, or?
I mean, I like watching it every once in a while. I probably watch the Final Four games in the national championship, but I don't really follow it that much.
Not into it. What are your favorite sports to watch as a fan?
Probably NFL.
Okay.
I'm a big Panthers fan, so that's probably
sir.
That's my team.
Big Sam Darnold fan?
Nope. Hasn't won enough yet.
No, he has not. We need to get Bryson in on a Friday when you guys are complaining about the Panthers.
Yeah.
Get his thoughts on it. Yeah, tough times there in Carolina. Big news today, though. CJ.
They got their quarterback.
The Steelers got a quarterback. Did you see that? Mitchell Trubisky.
Really?
Signed by the Steelers.
Huh.
Let's go to our analyst, Bryson Worrell. What do you think? That says it all.
Yeah, good luck.
Are you doing this to me on
Kind of
purpose?
like Sam Darnold. He's got to prove himself.
I just want to get other people's thoughts, CJ.
It's all the same. We don't want this.
Every thought is the same, no matter who you ask. That is true. What do you want the Panthers to do in the draft, Bryson? What do you guys need?
I think we need an O-line. I think we need to get some good O-linemen, and then maybe get a quarterback we can develop.
All right. Chandler,
what do you think about Deshaun Watson potentially being a Panther?
I don't see it happening.
Okay, all right.
I don't.
Well, as long as he doesn't go to the Saints, right?
Right.
And goes into the division. Because now
yeah.
you have Tom Brady back.
Yeah, Tom
Remember
Brady's
on
back.
Friday I said if I could bet on what division Deshaun Watson goes to, I would bet on the NFC South because the Panthers need a QB.
They don't want to draft within the division. Or
Matt Ryan is not getting any younger.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks would need a QB. Now this was Friday when I said this,
Right.
and the Saints need a QB. Well, now the Bucks have filled theirs with Brady back.
Yeah.
And wasn't the report today, Chandler, that
The
Watson
Panthers
is meeting with
Carolina
and
the
New Orleans?
Saints. Yeah, the news broke yesterday that the Panthers and the Saints have made an offer for Deshaun Watson.
I didn't see that.
So I think he's meeting with those teams, with both parties today. So we'll see how that works out. We'll see who has the better deal.
At this point, you kind of just want to keep them from the Saints almost. You want them on your team.
Yeah, I know.
You don't want them there. All right, a little football talk mixed in. And with the NCAA tournament coming up this week, remember we'll have all-day coverage coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of the NCAA tournament. All right, Bryson, so we got the Tilt-A-Whirl deal going. I'm the operator standing by. So Tuesday, you guys were on TV. Wednesday, it was like you were playing in the 1940s. We couldn't find you on TV.
Yeah, I heard it's like a little play-by-play.
Yeah, so we owe you from a double you hit, I believe, on Wednesday. And then you had another double and a single. So that's 5 spins. We did our spins Tuesday on the show, But Bryson, while you're here, do you mind spinning Chandler and I a couple
Yeah,
times?
I'll give you some spins.
All right, so we're going to give Chandler 3. So that's going to be 1 double and a single. And then I'm going to take 2. So Bryson Worrell.
All right, here we go.
The namesake of the Tilt-A-Whirl is going to give Chandler a couple spins here, all right?
How hard do you want the spins? Is it average?
Average.
All right, average, all right.
I don't want to get. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right. Woo! All right, that was pretty fast.
Moly.
That was faster than I was anticipating.
Jeez.
So, let me hold on.
Faster?
No, I'm good. Just however you feel.
All right, ready?
I got a little more weight on. Oh boy, you're right. This is all right. Thank you, Bryson.
No problem.
Wow.
I'm glad, honestly, you didn't hit a home run this week. Or we'd be struggling in here.
All right, we're going to use this timeout to go throw up.
So, Bryson, talk about how the team's feeling right now. How about you on your season thus far? I saw your numbers yesterday when I was at the park. You were over 300 at that time, which is a nice number to have, right? So, how are you feeling personally with the way you're playing?
I'm feeling good right now. Definitely a better start than I had last year. I think I looked back and last year, I think starting Friday, I was hitting like 150 at this time last year. So, I mean, anything's better than that. But, yeah, I'm feeling confident. Didn't have my best day Sunday, but got a lot of games left. So, hopefully keep it going.
And on that note, Josh Moylan is out of the gate slow. We know how good of a player he is from how he played last year. So, you know, any advice to him, or, you know, what did you do when you were going through that? You go through those funks sometimes, right?
I mean, you just got to believe you're a good player. I mean, I think he believes it, but it can be really frustrating when you're not living up to the potential that you're setting for yourself. So, you just got to keep at it, keep having that confidence in yourself.
Did you ever struggle with that? Like, why can't I hit this baseball?
I mean, yeah, I think just about everyone goes through those phases.
Yeah, well, not happening to you this year. You're having a great year, so keep it up, Bryson, and we'll talk to you next week, man.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Bryson Worrell, Tilt-A-Whirl, joining us here inside the Pirate Radio studios. We'll take a timeout, come back. We got Zach Agnos joining us at 5 o'clock. Double B, Brian Bailey coming up later on in the 5 o'clock hour as well. More to get to on Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Come celebrate Daylight Savings Time, St. Patrick's Day, and the arrival of spring with the ultimate Bon Jovi tribute band, Slippery When Wet.
It's my life, it's now or never.
Performing for one night only at the State Theater in Greenville, Saturday, March 19th. Advance tickets just $10, $14 at the door, with balcony seating $20 in advance and $25 the day of. Get tickets at statetheaternc.com. Slippery When Wet, Saturday, March 19th in Greenville. $10 advance tickets at statetheaternc.com.
In studio with Gloria from Kinetic Physical Therapy. Gloria, what is cryotherapy?
Cryotherapy is when your body is exposed to extremely cold but therapeutic temperatures for several minutes. It has many benefits, including decreased pain, decreased inflammation, increased energy, and improved overall wellness. That's why at Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we offer a wide variety of services, including cryotherapy. So whether you're an athlete or whether you just want to give your health a boost, cryotherapy will help to ensure that you're feeling great and living well. So come chill with us and you'll be back for more.
Now, an NCAA tournament schedule preview. The bracket is set with action beginning tomorrow and Wednesday, with the first 4 from Dayton, including Rutgers, Notre Dame, and Indiana, all needing the extra win to advance. Then on Thursday, 3 number 1 seeds, Gonzaga, Kansas, and Baylor, all hit the floor in first-round games. The West Region's top seed, Arizona, will headline Friday's lineup. Stay tuned for Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NCAA tournament, right here.
You're the one everyone looks to for answers. Come rain or shine, the job must get done, and you're the one who makes it happen. We get you, Jackie in Fresno, putting your employee safety first. And Manny in Chattanooga, whose local Granger team knows him by name. We're here for you and all the ones who get it done, with 24/7 customer support and access to product specialists to help you find what you need. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
Chico's in downtown Greenville is celebrating 39 years in business all month during March with a special anniversary menu. Grab your amigos and enjoy blasts from the past menu favorites like Cancun oysters, chili dog, costillas, and the pollo limon. The celebration doesn't stop with your favorite Mexican food. Drop in for one of those famous Chico's margaritas in the bar or outside on the patio. Hurry in, the celebration menu ends March 31st. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
We have some exciting news at Angel Oak Home Loans. This is Talbot Green, and I would like to introduce you to the newest member of our team, Braxton Green. I've known Braxton his entire life because he's my nephew. He is also a recent ECU graduate and has lived in Eastern North Carolina his entire life.
This is Braxton Green, and I'm looking forward to working with you with your next home loan or refinance. Give us a call at Angel Oak Home Loans today at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs. You can make a difference, and your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month. Or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
CJ got some video of us going for spins. Chandler, you like that? You're having the time of your life.
I had a blast, dude.
You know, they don't call me the content junkie for nothing.
Hey, thanks, by the way, for giving me the extra spin.
You got it. You know what? You deserved it. You worked hard for
I
it.
appreciate that. That was fun. And I actually, to be honest, I did not think he was going to go that hard on the spins.
Yeah.
I did say average, and I mean, I'm sure he could have done faster, but I mean, that was a pretty quick round of 3.
And we told Bryson, just please don't get hurt. Like, we don't want Cliff Godwin literally strangling us to death because one of his players threw out an arm. But he put some effort into it.
Well, and he also said if I get injured doing that, then there's something wrong with me.
He did, yeah. So, everybody's healthy coming off the tilt-a-whirl here.
What a freak accident that would have been.
Yeah.
You know, getting hurt.
Oh man, I didn't even think about this too. Baseball players have the most random injuries of all time. I could probably pull up some right now, just googling it. But
Google it up.
They always have like the
off-season injuries, like
I tripped over the remote, or there was one
broke his leg jumping in the pool, or
not even like the Rockies shortstop. Before Trevor's story, I want to say, got hurt bringing in like deer meat from his grass.
Talking about Troy Tulowitzki?
No, it was previous to that, I guess. It was a while back. But he got hurt. He had deer meat in his hands, is all I remember. Weirdest injuries in baseball history. Jim Rome used to always make fun of, is it Marty Cordova, who got injured because he stayed in the tanning bed too long? And he was like, dude, you literally play outside in the sun every day.
Every single day. Really?
Why are you in the tanning bed?
In the tanning bed.
Why are you in there?
When I think of random sports injuries, I think of obviously Jason Pierre-Paul with the fireworks. I think there was a football player or a baseball player that was playing with his kids at the pool or something, got hurt. There it was right there.
Yeah. Shirley, did you have some?
Well, I had a little bit of breaking news.
Okay, go ahead.
Former Broncos quarterback Teddy Bridgewater intends to sign a one-year deal to be the backup quarterback for the Dolphins.
All right. Hey, look.
Congratulations, Shirley.
He's one of the best backup quarterbacks in the league.
Hey, if Tua gets hurt, he can win you at least 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
That's more than Tua's been able to win for us. I'm just saying.
Nice in-show laugh there, Chandler. All right, weird sports injury. Weird, is this just baseball? Yeah. Number 1, Marty Cordova falls asleep in tanning bed.
He fell asleep.
Number 2, Ricky Henderson gets frostbite in August. How does that? Another sleeping injury. Fell asleep with an ice pack on his foot, which gave him frostbite. Matt Cain injures himself making a sandwich. Cain was making a ham and cheese in the Giants team kitchen, dropped the knife, tried to catch it, cut his finger. Anytime you drop a knife, anything you drop something,
don't reach for it.
If you drop something sharp or heavy, I immediately throw the feet back, feet back.
Get out the way.
Get out the way. All right, Ludacris said. Will Smith tore his LCL taking off his shoes.
How does that happen?
He was getting ready to shower after a game, was standing on one leg to take the other shoe off. I pulled hard and it stayed on. My knee just went up and it popped.
Oh, my God.
Ouch.
Take off your shoes.
This is a famous one. David Price and Joel Zumaya injuring themselves playing video games. They got carpal tunnel syndrome, playing too many video games. Trevor Bauer cuts his finger fixing a drone. Glenn Allen Hill, I remember. Glenn Allen Hill falls through a glass table because he had a nightmare. That is terrible.
Imagine explaining these injuries.
Sammy Sosa injured himself after a sneeze.
What?
Now, I love sneezes.
He throws his back out.
We've had
Well,
this talk
look, I've
before.
thrown my back out getting startled by the toaster. So, a sneeze is not that big of a deal.
That
It's not
toaster
yeah.
can get you. The brave little toaster.
When you're not expecting the toast to come up just yet, and it pops up and it startles you, and you pull a muscle.
CJ, you were before you were a content junkie here. We had this discussion. There's almost nothing more in the world I love more than a good sneeze. I just love a sneeze. Now, some people are opposed to sneezes. How do you feel?
You gotta let it out. So.
And doesn't it feel good?
That's not my question, though.
Oh, I thought you were asking.
Is it pleasurable, or does it not?
No, when you feel one coming, you have to sneeze.
Yeah.
I've had some that sneak up on me, but once I sneeze, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of glad I did that.
I kind of like the sneezes where there's multiple in a row, and like that third or fourth one, it's like, oh yeah,
that train of sneezes.
But now there was the other day I sneezed, and I don't know what happened, but like my shoulders hurt. I feel like oh my God.
Did you have a Sammy Sosa moment?
I think I had a Sammy Sosa moment.
Man, Brian Roberts gets mad, hits himself in the head, gets concussion.
Punches himself.
Okay, now this is not a crazy one because this has happened. This happened to a Braves pitcher last year. Jason Isringhausen breaks his wrist punching a trash can. But then they add on, he also gets tuberculosis.
Oh my!
Wow.
Wait. So at the same time,
I feel like this is unrelated.
Okay, so this was separate incidents.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming that he got it around the time that he broke his wrist, which is
oh my God,
like a double whammy.
Tom Glavine ate bad airplane food, threw up so hard he broke a rib.
Oh!
Kevin Mitchell chips his tooth on a microwave donut. And that donut's way too hard if you are chipping a tooth. Salvador Perez tears his MCL carrying his luggage. I'm telling you.
And that I remember seeing going, he was doing what?
We just escaped disaster here, by the way, Chandler. These baseball players can't do normal tasks without getting hurt. Bryson Worrell.
It could have got ugly.
Yeah. I hope he's feeling all right. If he gets scratched from the lineup tomorrow,
if he would have gotten hurt, are we calling Zach Womack?
We're not saying anything.
Oh, we're keeping our mouth shut first?
Yeah. I'm not. Delete that video, by the way. Brandon Morrow takes off his pants, hurts his back.
You got to be
Jonathan Lucroy, brother of former Pirate David Lucroy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, David Lucroy.
He searches for a sock and ends up with a broken hand. I mean, that's happened to all of us.
Okay.
He was searching under his bed. His wife moved a piece of luggage that fell on his hand, so they didn't mention the wife part. Carlos Correa gets a super intense massage, breaks a rib.
Nice.
That is an unhappy ending.
I was about to say that same thing.
Jeremy Affeldt, it just says everything.
He broke everything?
He was trying to separate two frozen hamburger patties with a knife, ended up gashing his hand. In 2012,
nerve damage.
He was greeted by his 4-year-old son who ran into his arms. Unfortunately, as his weight shifted, he popped in and sprained his MCL.
Oh.
But wait, there's more. In 2015, he was playing with his kids at a lake, slipped stepping off an inflatable platform. What is that word? Subluxated his left knee. And he said it's an injury he referred to as another standard me injury.
Holy cow. That's just bad luck.
That guy had a series of unfortunate events.
Couple more. Blake Snell moves a decorative stand into his bathroom, breaks his toe. Jonas Cespedes. Oh yeah, this one was famous. Had an encounter with a wild boar, fractures his ankle. They're calling it an encounter, huh? Mad Bum. Oh, this is just dumb. Rents a dirt bike, crashes it, sprains his shoulder.
That's the North Carolina in him.
Yeah, that's Mountain Boy.
That is total North Carolina behavior.
And he's a big, tough dude, so he probably was able to get over it. All right, I love weird baseball injuries, so that was good.
And there goes his shoulder right there.
Quick Harold Varner update.
Harold Varner the third.
He has birdied the 15th hole. He is now 8 under, but still 5 shots off the lead.
Yeah, Cameron Smith about to run away with it.
Yeah,
but that's awesome.
He is tied for 6th place, so we're so far we're sticking to that top 10 finish.
All right, that is excellent. That would definitely put him in a very safe spot to be top 50 in the world golf rankings. Yeah, Cameron Smith up 2 now. At 13 under. Harold Varner, what'd you say, -8?
He's 8 under.
Man, great turnaround, because he earlier today had several putts where he would have been in the lead by 3 or 4 strokes if he'd have made them. And instead of letting it go south, he has really picked it up here this back 9.
Yeah, he's had plenty of birdie ops and has missed out on some of those opportunities, a lot of those opportunities, but he's actually got opportunities. But he also had a tough shot earlier today where he had a great shot to the green, and unfortunately he got it right there at the hill. And it rolled all the way down the hill off the green, and he chips it in he chips it within 1 foot of the hole, and is able to save for par. So those were some things. That's some positive highlights of Harold Varner, which is scratching and making the best out of some missed opportunities.
You said it at least 5 times during that. That was pretty impressive.
Yes, my best, Mike Houston.
We'll take a timeout, come back, and talk to Zach Agnos. He is expected to join us at 5 o'clock. Double B coming up in hour 3. A giveaway. A ton more to go on Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. We're back with you after this.
Presented by Sup Dogs and Suddenlink, offers 2 days of piractical tomfoolery, including 150 vendors, food trucks, art demos, BMX, mermaids, and of course, pirates. Join us Friday, April 8th for an evening of entertainment, food trucks, and vendors. On Saturday, April 9th, enjoy BMX performances, sword fighting, and black powder demonstrations, and more. Finish off the day with a concert on the town common. For more information, visit piratefestnc.com. It's going to be argsome.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Uptown Greenville's newest dining experience is open and ready to serve you. The Sidebar, a Tex-Mex fusion restaurant, offers lunch, dinner, and Sunday brunch from 10:30 to 2:30. Located right beside the Dickinson Avenue Public House, the Sidebar has indoor dining and patio seating for everyone to enjoy. For the latest information on reservations, menu items, and more, follow the Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville.
The North Carolina Strut Masters Championship, presented by Leopold, is coming back to Farmville April 9th. Put your skills to the test against some of the best turkey hunters in the country, like Michael Waddell, Nick Munt, Nate Hosey, and many more. The top scoring birds will win big prizes up to $30,000. There'll be live performances by Mikkel Buck, Nate Hosey, and you never know who else will show up. Deadline to register for two-man teams is April 2nd. Registration now open at ncstrutmasters.com. Safety comes first at Greenville Utilities. Did you know that by itself, natural gas is completely odorless? As a safety precaution, a chemical is added to the gas that gives it a distinctive and unpleasant odor. This allows you to detect the slightest amount of natural gas both indoors and outdoors. If you smell a strong odor of natural gas in or near your home, you should immediately call Greenville Utilities. GUC maintains staff around the clock in order to provide immediate response to emergencies such as natural gas leaks. You can count on GUC to keep safety job number one.
Your first stop for shopping is at Shimmer Boutique. This is Ashley from Shimmer. We are fully stocked with the latest apparel, shoes, and accessories and more. If you need gift ideas or some shopping therapy for yourself, stop by today. Looking for the hottest shoes on the market? Shimmer has the biggest selection of Hey Dudes anywhere. Shimmer has the newest Yeti products and colors. Want this year's most popular bag? Shimmer has a great selection of all your bog bag needs and accessories. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show. Hosts Mark Greenhelves and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're gonna love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, St. Patrick's Day is coming up on Thursday, and there's no better way to celebrate than with your friends at Christie's Euro Pub. On Thursday, Christie's Euro Pub on Jarvis Street in Greenville will have a full day of fun starting at noon. And as always, Christie's will have some awesome food and drinks for you to enjoy, along with live music from the Still Shakers. For more information, check out Christie's Euro Pub on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or you can visit them online at christieseuropub.com. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back inside the Players Lounge, brought to you by Delcor. And boy, we've had a fun time today talking to Bryson Worrell, Ryder Giles, also CJ Mayhue, and now Zach Agnos joins us inside the Players Lounge. Brought to you by Delcor. Call Delcor today, 321-8868. Visit online, delcorinc.com. Troy D also alongside in the Players Lounge. Welcome
Good to be back with you guys. And Zach, while you're here, not to start on negative news, but it is a story and it's finally out there. Unfortunate news about Carson Wisenhunt. What was the team, now that it's out and Carson's responded to it too, what's the team reaction to everything?
We're just trying to be there for Carson because he still is a teammate to us and he's been a good kid, so we're just trying to be there for him with unfortunate news. We all love Carson, and he's just a good kid. You can't, no sugarcoating. Like, you can't beat him. He's a class act, and he's one of my favorite people, so we're just going to be there for him.
And for folks that haven't heard, unfortunately the suspension is now for the full season. Carson released an official statement exclusively through us at Pirate Radio. You can go on our social media and read it. And a couple news and notes out of that. Carson saying that, I took a substance that I bought at a local nutrition store at one of the national chains. It wasn't trying to do anything, illegal. And there, as you know, there's so many different things and so many different substances and drinks. You got to be so careful.
Yeah.
And the NCAA and different folks that test, sometimes you never know what could pop on a test. But it wasn't something intentional, and that he did plan, and he does plan to hopefully come back next year to be a ECU Pirate. So I thought that was newsworthy.
Yeah, hopefully he does come back, and because he's he's worked his tail off, and we definitely need him next year because he's just such an elite arm. That's big news to have him back next year. So we're excited for that.
And not the first time we've heard about this happening with a player. And Zach, you've been in this program, you've played summer ball, all different levels and things like that, and you're always working out, right? Trying to get in shape. So have you ever had something where you've called the trainer, the coach, and been like, hey, I heard about this, one of my summer teammates was telling me about it? Like, has that ever happened with you?
Not really, honestly. I don't really take a lot of supplements. Maybe some protein powder, protein shakes. Pretty simple. And if I do, I usually ask Jake or my trainer. Yeah. Because the trainer knows, Womack knows everything, but Jake knows all the actual nutritious facts about it. Like, oh no, you shouldn't be taking that. That's not good.
Right. So you have had those types of conversations before. What can help? What can hurt? All that. What are you taking to get all that facial hair? Is that something I can take, or Troy?
Yeah,
maybe?
No, it actually is. I promise you. So we got a nutritionist, Christina. She's awesome, and she gave about 30 of us or 20 of us, her and our strength coach Dennis Wilson, gave us collagen. And collagen, it's like lubricant for your joints, supposedly. That's what they told me. So
it's good for your hair too,
but
right?
it's also good for your hair and hair growth and your nails. But I bite my nails too much for them to grow.
Same. Wow. Okay, I might look into that.
You guys bite your nails still?
Oh, all the time.
Is it just a bad? Okay. It's a bad habit.
Yeah, bad habit.
Well, you got to say like that.
I was just wondering.
I used to not bite my nails. My mom used to say I had really pretty nails, and then I kind of got offended by that because I kind of felt like a little.
And it's something that you don't notice while you're doing it, like during a sporting event towards the end of a game.
It's kind of subconscious.
Yeah.
These past few games.
It's not like I need to bite my. It's just like you don't even realize you've done it, and then oh gosh, I've done it again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Bottom of the ninth in game one of the doubleheader yesterday. I was doing a little nail bite. You guys came back in it.
I know.
The mustache is looking good. It's looking better than the beard, actually. Like,
got
a little bald spot right there. Did you shave that?
Yeah, I did a little chops action. But
okay.
As you know, masks aren't required in class.
Right.
So I didn't want to look like a fool going into class, so I let it grow out a little bit. Because teachers still won't come like face to face. They're still kind of stand towards the front. So I'm just making sure I didn't look too bad.
I kind of like the interesting look. For folks that can't see, Zach shaved below the lip and chin all the way down. So you just kind of have the mustache and then the chops, so to speak. It's an interesting look.
Yeah, my beard really stops growing past here, so it doesn't grow much.
I'll tell you who can grow a beard in no time.
Who?
Clip Brock. That dude can grow facial hair in like a day and a half.
But it's like, it's not pretty. It's like kind of spotty, you know.
How long have you been working on that?
Oh, that's probably like 5 hours.
No.
I shaved this morning.
No, I shaved this last It's been a week.
That's pretty solid though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the hair that grows so fast. Because you'll get a haircut like once a year. And
I have natural collagen. Is that what you were calling it?
You'll have like a crew cut like in the summer, and then like a couple weeks later, it's like back to like full mullet. How did you do this?
I have werewolves in my family. I checked my.
That's pretty impressive. I
23andMe.
I cut my hair on Christmas, and I'm still waiting for it to grow back.
Oh yeah,
it's getting there, but.
Yeah. Got to have a little flow out of the hat, right?
Yeah. It's
a baseball thing.
Definitely.
All right, Zach Agnos joining us, coming off a winning weekend, and I'll say the same. I said to those the other guys that came in. St. Mary's had a good team. I mean, I watch them play basketball. They're in Gonzaga's conference, so I've heard of them.
Yeah,
I've never heard of the baseball team. They were good, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, they had a good start. I think when they came in, they only had one loss. They're just like a very fundamentally sound team. Like, they did all the right things. They got their bunts down. They played solid defense. Their pitchers executed pitches well. Their hitters were grinders. And, I mean, it was a fun weekend. And like we've talked about our schedule, it's just so fun getting exposed to these really good teams this early in the season.
And I would say East Carolina is a fundamentally sound team, but you have the running errors, base running errors, things like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, when those things pop up, is it like, what are we doing here? Is it maybe being too aggressive? I mean,
yeah, well, so they brought the lefty, and I was on third base, and he was a freshman, and usually, like, freshmen, when they're in the games, like, they kind of get worked up early in the season, especially, we're a pretty good program, so he's like, oh, yeah, I'm finally getting a good opportunity against a really good team, and Coach Gowan was like, hey, fake break to home, act like you're stealing home. And me, I didn't realize that I was so far down the line. So I took a few hard steps, and then I turned to go back, and the pitcher reacted the most calm I've ever seen anybody react. Just casually stepped off, turned his head, looked at me, just flipped the ball to third, and I started running back, and I realized, I was like, dude, I'm like halfway down the line right now. And then Coach Gowan you can literally see, if you go back to the video, Coach Gowan like grabs me under my arms and picks me up. He's like, hey, that's on me, go play defense. I was like, all right. Yes, sir.
There you go. Honestly, I was not even thinking of that when I brought up the question. So those things happen in a baseball game, but you make up for it with good play, and you guys made up for a loss yesterday, Zach, by coming back and winning game 2 of the doubleheader, and led by the relievers, C.J. Mayhue and Garrett Saylor. Phenomenal job by those guys yesterday.
They were incredible, and every time they come to the mound, I just said, keep us here, we're going to win the game. Keep us here, we're going to win the game. Keep us here, keep us here. And they did that. Saylor, I don't know how Saylor's arm's still on right now. He threw 3 innings on Friday, and then threw in the first game, and then threw 3 more yesterday. I was like, whoo. I know my arm wouldn't be feeling as good as his does, but it was actually really incredible watching them, and it's awesome to know that we, anytime they come in, they're reliable as always. I mean, I never had a doubt with either of them, but it's just solid, man. It was really good, and gave our hitters like a little bit of comfort going to the plate, knowing that if we just put up 4 runs and they get, because it was 3-1, if we put up 1 run ahead of them, then we're gonna win the game.
Couple of things I forget to ask you about this every week. I'm glad Troy's here too, because he knows the young fella. But you're the only player I don't announce to the plate. You have your own special announcer, and that is Reed Haddock. And I grew up. I was buddies with Reed's uncle Blake, who was a good ball player, and his dad, Reed's dad Trey, also a good ball player. Mm-hmm. But you've developed a relationship with Reed Haddock. He's your favorite Pirate, and every time Zach comes to the plate, you hear "now batting for the Pirates." And so, how did you develop that relationship with Reed, the super fan?
I mean, it honestly like sparked. I loved Reed, just the passion he brings, knows everybody. And then I think we went to his brother's Little League game, and he was all pumped up. And I mean, I obviously met him the COVID year, but it was short span. Yeah. But it's just his energy. He's always positive. He'll keep it real with me. He'll be like, you need to stop striking out and hit a home run. So I'm like, I appreciate that, Reed. But last year I actually didn't know it, but when I first walked up to the plate, I heard him announcing me, and I was like, I didn't know anything about it.
Oh, okay.
And then this year I walked up to him. I said, Reed, you want to announce me again this year? He's like, yes. And I have to run my walk-up song through him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You always have cool walk-up songs.
Yeah, I had to run it through. I had to run it through Reed just to make sure he gave me the thumbs up. But
Good.
no, they're an awesome family. His brother Joyner's good, and the parents are awesome people.
Well, and Reed doesn't miss a game because Joyner was over at our house for the boys' birthday party yesterday, and I thought Reed was going to stop by because usually he likes to hang out with the guys too. But no, Reed had other plans. He couldn't come. He couldn't even stop by to say hello because it conflicted with ECU baseball.
That's right.
He's like, nope, sorry, I've got plans, and his mom said, no, we'll drop Joyner off, but Reed's a no go.
Do you remember, Troy? This was a Live at 5. This was before this studio and everything. But you were like, Clip, you got to see this kid. I'm gonna have him on the show.
Yeah,
get your baseball questions ready. He'll have the answers.
Oh God!
And he walked in. I was like, oh, I know the Haddock family, but I didn't know Reed was an ECU encyclopedia.
Yeah,
oh my
he knows
gosh,
all the
it's
names,
incredible.
all the numbers, everything,
all the walk-up songs.
Yeah, the batting stances. He'll do those.
Oh yeah.
I'd say Reed is to ECU baseball, and this is for Greenville folks that understand this, what Marvin Jarman is to Rose High School. As far as knowing all the stats, and you could ask Marvin anything about
encyclopedia.
Rose, he could tell you what happened back in the 70s and remember it. That's what Reed is, man. It's incredible. He remembers everything. He knows everybody, and he's just loves it.
Yeah,
and it's awesome. The passion, and Zach, as you know, is a huge fan of you.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. When I hit the home run against Michigan, his mom actually told me that someone grabbed the ball and ran it and just gave it to him and said, here, you have this. And then he tried to give it to me. I said, absolutely not. You keep that one.
Oh, wow. So he's got your home run ball.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Sweet.
He does. So,
Did you know there is a version of your now batting, number 14, Zach Agnos, that says Zach Swagnos? That there is a version of that that does not play at Clark LeClaire.
We need to bring it out.
I mean, I'll see.
We're saving that for big games.
Yeah,
maybe so. I mean, you got enough going on. You got enough of an ego. We don't need to put that one on you. But that's pretty cool, the Zach Swagnos. All right, my other question, I'm glad I remembered from yesterday. Why no pants pulled up and high socks yesterday?
What do you mean? Oh, the first game?
Yeah.
Because our pinstripes, we don't have high pants for pinstripes.
Ah,
because we wore pinstripe. No, but the second game I was
not there the second game.
Yeah, I noticed that. But
and y'all won.
I know, right? Yeah.
Oh,
stay here. Stay here.
All right. So you don't go high socks for
pinstripes.
Interesting.
Because we don't have any.
There you go.
Yeah. So I know it was upsetting, but it's okay.
Okay. Asked and answered by Zach Agnos. All right. Road Warriors this week, heading on the road against a good old Dominion team. As I said earlier, I didn't know it until I pulled it up with CJ, pulled up the schedule, and it said number 24, Old Dominion.
I was
They're
surprised by that, too.
Yeah. I did not remember how good they were a year ago. You remember. And then College of Charleston coming up this weekend. So 4 road games on tap. Wilmington after that, if you want to look at it. 5 straight road games for you, Zach.
Yeah. Winning on the road is something that we're going to have to do no matter where we are. It's a good test, especially against those this whole week from Tuesday to Tuesday. 3 solid opponents. Yeah. And ODU is always fun because they always they get pretty excited. I know a couple guys on their team, and he's already been texting me saying like he's all pumped up for us, and I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. But no, they're good. ODU's good.
You're 1-1 right now in the state of Virginia, your stomping grounds after last week.
Yeah.
You wanted VT?
Yeah, I wanted VT.
Yeah.
Bad. My uncle went to Virginia Tech and pitched there. He actually holds a record for most appearances, and he was texting me after the game. I wanted to punch him through my phone, but couldn't do that. I wanted VT bad, but we're going to have to go get in the win column again in my home state.
There you go. Coming up tomorrow. Zach, you're ineligible to be in our Pirate Radio Bracket Challenge because, again, it's illegal to give college players food. You guys have to starve. So you can't win our
well, no, it's like
gift card.
NCAA is so crazy. Like if you played a bracket, it's probably some violation of their gambling deal. But anybody nowadays, hey, you want to pay players and do an NIL deal? Yeah, go ahead, go crazy. But don't dare do a bracket, Zach.
Yeah.
So don't fill it out. Don't get in our pool. But do you have a champion in mind? Have you looked at it at all?
Not really.
Do you watch college basketball?
Not at all.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to look for Houston. What seed are they?
They're a 5, I believe.
5?
Taking on UAB. I do remember that.
It's not looking good.
Yeah.
5's a little too.
So you're going for the conference? You got Houston.
I wanted the conference, obviously.
Houston and Memphis are the 2 teams.
I was watching the championship. Wasn't the championship game on right now?
Yesterday. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it was yesterday. guess I'm a little behind. I thought it was
You were playing baseball during that game.
It's probably a replay.
Well, I was watching it today before I came.
I know, it's a replay.
Oh, you thought you were watching it
I've done
live.
that before. Don't feel bad. I've texted somebody. It might have been you, Clip. I didn't know this game was on, and you're like, yeah, it's recorded, Dumbo.
I'm gonna stick with Auburn because I knew they were undefeated for a little bit. Heard they hit a little rough patch.
All right,
but I think they're gonna pull.
I got to
together.
tell you, and Coach K's little exit hasn't gone as planned, so to speak.
No, please, no.
Could it be a rebound for Coach K? Is redemption time in the tournament that matters the most after being embarrassed at home against the Tar Heels, after losing to the ACC in the ACC tournament? Could he redeem himself in the NCAA tournament? No.
He just answered it for you.
I guess not.
No.
Sorry, Coach.
Let's throw Shirley under the bus real quick, just for a second, because we didn't get to.
No, Clip. Let's not do that. Just kidding. I love throwing Shirley under the bus.
You're talking about watching,
green light.
watching old games. So Friday, when stuff's going on, it's a lot of fun because we're updating ECU baseball. We got ECU softball going on. So on Friday, Shirley is keeping tabs on ECU softball. We're watching baseball. We're watching conference tournaments, and the Pirates won their first game. It was awesome. It was against Ryder. So game 2, ECU softball, Shirley's got a score up of ECU Bryant, and she's looking at the video, and she's like, well, why does it still have Ryder on the scoreboard in the video, like at the game? Maybe operations screwed up. They forgot to update the score.
Could be.
They went.
In my defense.
Well,
Let him finish the story.
In her defense.
Because he enjoys it when I screw up.
In her defense,
I want to hear this.
3 or 4 innings went by, Shirley.
Yes.
And then she finally says, you know what? I'm watching the game that just finished from the start. She was watching the game that she had watched a few minutes earlier.
And giving score updates.
Yeah,
and doing updates.
That's kind of a Chandler move right there. I love that. That's awesome, Shirley.
Well, the thing is that I thought the scoreboard has malfunctioned in the past. So I thought that the reason why it was still showing Ryder and ECU was because I was like, oh, the board must have messed up
They just
again.
didn't change the name.
Yeah, because it has happened in the past where it gets jammed up and you have to shut it down, start it over.
You got to do
all
a
that
Control-Alt-Delete on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you bang on it till it works, that kind of thing.
But it was funny when Shirley realized it because we saw it on her face, but she was like,
no, because I came outside.
I make mistakes. I'm a dumbass.
That's exactly what I said.
I've been given score updates on a game that was played 2 hours ago.
And honestly, because I was looking, I was like, they're supposed to be playing Bryant right now. I said, well, let me double check on their Twitter page. Well, when I went to ECU softball's Twitter page, it just so happened like 30 seconds earlier they had posted that someone had hit a home run and that ECU was leading 6-0, and I was like, oh,
no, you're not. It's 6-5.
And I looked at, I was like, no,
Zach,
I
it
happens
happens to the best of us.
So did they win it, Shirley?
Yes, they did. They won both
little
games.
payback on those Bryant jerks.
That's right.
Seriously.
I did see that they're going to the big dance.
They are. They're
they
playing.
are. They have the most exciting basketball player in college basketball.
Kiss.
I have never even heard of them until we that weekend series. I wasn't familiar with them. I don't remember hearing their name. Like I just don't.
That's not good, Troy, because we played them in a regional. Like
I know. I totally forgot. Like that's how irrelevant they were to me then. I just don't remember them.
Well, they're not irrelevant anymore.
No, obviously I know who they are now, but. How about their basketball team? Didn't they get in some fight off the court too?
The fans did.
Yeah,
the fans did.
Yeah,
there was like a huge brawl in that game.
They do have a guy on that team that is just so exciting.
Look out for Kiss.
Peter Kiss is the name.
He's a stud.
Where's Bill Raftery when you need him?
Kiss.
It's a kiss with a kiss.
So, what sport do you watch the most of as a fan, Zach? Nothing.
None.
Are you all baseball all the time?
Yeah, it's usually baseball. Like when we come home from our games on Saturday, CJ will flip on like another college baseball game. I'm like,
CJ said he likes to watch college baseball.
Are you fired up? The Major League Baseball's coming back.
Oh yeah,
I'm
really excited.
I know your brother's gonna be happy about that.
Yeah, he is. He's real excited. But I mean, sports. I mean, I watch them. I don't get too I don't watch the NBA. I just. My old roommate, my freshman year, loved it. And I was like, dude, it was Game 5 of the who did the Nats play in the NLDS? Was it the Dodgers or was it the NLCS? I always get them confused.
A couple of years ago,
yeah, when they won the World Series.
Dodgers,
yeah, they played the Dodgers, and it's like the top of the 9th. It's like a tie game, and the Nats have bases loaded. And my roommate's got the Lakers game on. I'm like, dude, what are we doing? We got the Game 5 of the NLDS on. But I mean, I like hockey. Watching hockey's fun.
Caps.
Caps.
Yeah.
But yeah, football. I watch football.
Here's what for you. You're the youngest guy here, and this is probably a young. Although I like these growing up, but Scream has a new movie out
again.
There's a new Scream.
How
Have
many
you seen
times
Scream?
can you remake this
I
thing?
watched it over the weekend.
I'm actually. Is that a scary movie? I'm guessing.
Yes.
I'm petrified of scary. Like, I went and saw. What's the one with Michael Myers?
Oh, you're talking about
Halloween.
I went and saw that in the fall, and I was. Of course, I have like a window in my shower back in my house, so I'm like, I was like scared. Took like.
Now I don't want to watch them in the theater. I'd rather watch it at home where I can like turn it off if I need to.
Yeah, I've never watched a scary movie in a theater.
But Troy, this one's still Courtney Cox, David Arquette, and
Nev Campbell.
So Nev Campbell are in the new one.
So the OG
They're
cast.
still there.
I'm not a big scary movie guy. I got enough bad thoughts and dreams without having being polluted with that stuff in my mind. You know,
seriously.
Yeah, I've never seen the appeal of that.
Yeah.
Hey, let's watch people get murdered. Like, I just don't get it.
And these are like kind of comedy-ish horror, but anyway, I watched that. Didn't know if
I know what you did last summer.
That is one of those as well.
Yeah.
Or do you know what I did?
No, I know what you did last summer, Clip.
I was here, probably. You probably saw quite a bit of me. All right, Zach, here's one. 16 games into the season, 9-7. You want that to be better, but been playing well of late. So I think Ryder said it was close to a quarter of the way done. So the first quarter of the season, how do you feel about the team, where you guys are right now?
I feel good for the sole purpose of we haven't been playing our best baseball, and we still have a winning record. Just shows us that like we could be really good once we put it all together. Like bullpen. I mean, bullpen's been stepping up. Bullpen's been great. Feel good about that. Pitching's been great. Offense has had its ups and downs, but we're starting to figure it out slowly, and we're going to get there. So I'm still feeling I still feel really good, and I really feel like we're going to hit a hot streak, and I really don't think anybody's going to stop us. We might have a loss here or there, but I really think like we're going to go soon, because we're literally like, we are this close to putting it together, we're right there.
So, the team's made some mistakes, had some bumps in the road, as you said, still a 9-7 record right now. So you do truly feel the best baseball of this team is in front of them.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you saw a glimpse of it, like in the LeClaire Classic. You saw how well we played. You saw how well our offense did against Michigan, who had some good arms. You saw, even like Indiana State, we didn't play our best baseball, but we competed, and it was like vintage ECU, as Coach Allen kept saying. And then Maryland, they're still a top 25 team, and we beat them.
Yeah, they're 21 right now in the country.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
So
6-3 win.
And I thought Ryder made a good point earlier. Troy, you know this, being around so long. East Carolina has always thrived as the underdog, as the hunter instead of the hunted.
Yeah, right.
And this ECU baseball team, look, you guys win as much as you do. You can't be an underdog, but you still have to have that mentality, right? And Ryder said that maybe we need to attack more than getting attacked, because everybody's giving you their best shot.
Right. Yeah, and we need to. We talked about it before. We need to be hungry. We can't. We can't be complacent. I thought we got a little bit complacent in the second game. Oh, in the weekend, not the second game yesterday. The second
first game of the doubleheader.
Yeah, first game of the doubleheader. I thought we got complacent because we played a good game on Friday, and we're like, all right, you know what? We just got to go up and show up, and we'll win. And in reality, that's not it. We got to stay hungry and be the aggressor, like you said.
Well, and it's really flipped, because preseason, this team was ranked so high preseason. Everybody was gunning for ECU. And now that chip's kind of back on the shoulder. Okay, we've got something to prove now.
Right.
We can't worry about what people think. We just got to go out and do it.
Yeah, we got nothing to lose at this point. We just got to go now.
All right, Zach, good luck, man. Have a good road trip. What's your road plans? You got a lot of road games coming up, movie, music. You're asleep, right? Sleep guy?
I sleep. Depending on who I'm sitting with. If I'm sitting with Skylar, I'll probably pull up some videos, and we'll watch some funny videos on YouTube. But, I usually sleep.
Right. We'll get some good rest.
Yeah, I know. I'll have my eye mask on the bus. Don't worry.
I'd be a sleep guy.
Yeah.
What
about you? What would you be?
I'd probably watch a movie.
I was gonna say Clip's a movie guy.
I'm a podcast guy.
Oh, really?
I like comedy podcasts, and also like murder, like Dateline.
Yeah,
I'll listen to those. So I'd probably do that.
I've got a friend that's into these like murder type of. I'll have to send you the link and see.
Yeah, let me know because I might have.
You might have already listened to it. But.
Love a good murder, Zach.
Scary
sound
movies
like
and
my mom.
murders. That's what
You
he's
sound
into.
like my mom. Oh, man.
As long as white people and husbands keep murdering their wives, we'll have Dateline forever. So keep it up.
Seems to be no shortage.
Yeah, apparently so. All right, Zach, we'll talk to you next Monday.
All right, sounds
Thanks,
good.
brother.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
stuff.
You guys.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Shirley, let's open up the booty bag as Harold Varner attempts a putt here on 17.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
Harold looking great in that purple, by the way.
It is popping on our television as he sinks the putt.
The hat and the shirt, pure purple with the white pants.
He's got some swag.
He's got the Jordan golf cleats.
He's got the Jumpman in gold.
Yeah, I love that hat.
It's looking pretty sweet.
That shirt.
He also has sole possession of 6th place as we stand.
And this is huge because he is 48 in the world golf rankings going into this. If you're top 50, you get invited to the Masters.
Oh, wow.
And if he finishes 8th, top 10 here, that's
that'd be awesome.
That's basically, well, I don't want to say he's in, but
I'd watch the Masters anyway, but that would give me someone to pull for.
Absolutely. His first time there, that'd be fantastic.
He's got some swag on the course.
No
He
doubt.
does.
Very much so.
He's the most swagtastic, I think.
I agree.
Of all the
A
golfers
lot like
right
you
now.
do on the baseball field.
Yeah.
You guys are very similar.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I
got
think so.
personality, likable characters, both Pirates.
That's right.
Yeah, you're kind of the Harold Varner of the baseball team.
Thank you. I take that as a compliment with him.
I mean it as a compliment.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys done?
Yeah, we're
We're done. Sorry.
Sorry.
Are you trying to ruin our bromance?
Yeah, like,
No, you can take it off the air. I got something to do.
Yeah,
real
you
quick.
can leave. Me and him will have a good time.
I feel like I'm the third wheel all of a sudden.
Sorry, go ahead.
All right, 317-1250. Shirley, what are we giving away?
How about a large 2-topping pizza courtesy of Domino's?
And what call are you looking for?
I am caller 7.
I am caller 7. 317-1250. We're back with more after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
You know, everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. For used vehicles, Brown & Wood has a lifetime powertrain on every vehicle you buy from us, new or used. So even when you buy a used vehicle from Brown & Wood, you have lifetime powertrain. We cover the engine, transmission for as long as you own the car.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hey, Chandler, what are you up to tonight?
Jenny, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to go sing with DJ Captain Morgan for karaoke at The Buck.
Well, that sounds like fun. I have to work. Well, what are you up to this weekend?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to go listen to some live music Friday and Saturday night at The Buck.
Live music all weekend long, really?
Yep, all weekend, and they also have the biggest high-definition screen to watch all the sporting events on Sunday Fun Day.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
Yeah, just check out The Buck on Facebook or Instagram for all the information. The Buck.
Pirate fans, the 2022 football season is going to be one for the record books. East Carolina is coming off a 7-win bowl season, and 2022 is shaping up to be even better. The Pirates need you to pack Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium this fall with a great home slate that includes in-state rival North Carolina State. The American Conference schedule features home games against UCF, Memphis, Houston, and Navy. Season tickets are on sale for as low as $125. Get your tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com.
At US Cellular, we know you have a choice of wireless carriers. And while the other guys may limit your choice of free phones, at US Cellular, you can choose any phone from any brand for free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. Ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the new Papa John's New York Style Pizza is a MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Carolina Caliber has the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and is one of the top firearm dealers anywhere. At Carolina Caliber, they have everything you need for hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. They will buy, sell, and trade. Carolina Caliber, locally owned and operated since 1960 on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. And congratulations to Pam Odom of Winterville, who picked up a large 2-topping pizza courtesy of Domino's. Domino's of Greenville has 3 locations to take care of you. Every day, all 3-topping pizzas are only $7.99 each for carry-out only. Order online today at Domino's.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live. Really enjoyed talking to the guys inside the Players Lounge today. We do it every Monday here on Pirate Radio. More on that in just a moment. Let's get our Pirate Radio ECU baseball recap presented by Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance. Now is the perfect time for a review of your home, auto, and life insurance with a trusted and experienced agent, and that guy is former Pirate Brandon Manning with Farm Bureau Insurance. Call him 531-1812. You can call him today, schedule a review, get a free quote. And Troy D, just kind of setting where the table right now with ECU baseball. They are 9-7. As Bryson Worrell said, we've won 8 of 10, but it doesn't really feel like it. The standard is so high with ECU baseball. They win a series this weekend, and we're kind of talking about the loss in the series, but that's where they are. As Zach said, they feel like they're playing better, certainly better than that start of the season with the 3 losses to Bryant. So where they are right now, 16 games into the season, 9-7. This is a tricky week, though, because this is the first time they'll play all these road games. They got at ODU Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Charleston, and then next Tuesday at UNCW. 5 straight road games. You go 3-2 in those, even 4-1. You're looking really good.
Yeah, and I think what happened with the team losing that opening weekend, Clip. I think that was such a weird time. You had the Wisenhunt news come out of nowhere, and he was probably going to be the starter. It just kind of got the season off on the wrong start. But since then, they've been able to rally and kind of put it together, and I guess Bryant too. At least that weekend, they were much better than they're showing now. Because I don't know.
They have fallen off a cliff.
I think they were fired up, and this was, I hate to say it, this was their World Series coming to ECU. And
you also had the game too, Troy, where ECU hits the walk-off.
Yeah,
that wasn't a walk-off.
Whatever could go wrong went wrong, and that was just a hot mess. And but I think the Pirates have done good to get it together. And as Zach said, look, this team's best baseball is still in front of them, and they've got a lot of games to go. And I think, I hate the news for Carson Wisenhunt. It's unfortunate. But I think being able to put that behind them and not just this uncertainty cloud, that wasn't good for anybody. And we wish the best for Carson. Obviously we're big fans of his. And, he's put out his statement on Pirate Radio, and if he ever wants to come on and talk about it, or when the time's right, we'll have him on the air. But right now, I think his statement says it all, so there's not a lot else to talk about. But this team's just got to move on without him at this point for this year.
We'll be following the Pirates coming up on Tuesday against Old Dominion. We'll talk more Pirate baseball Wednesday with Scott Rogers, Scooter, play-by-play voice of ECU baseball. Right now, we'll head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. Welcome in Double B, Brian Bailey, who joins us on the program. Hello, BB.
How are you doing?
We're doing great. We got spring football beginning tomorrow. We got all this baseball going on. And, Bailey, we got a coaching search that we're going to be following as well, as Joe Dooley let go from the East Carolina basketball program. He joined us here earlier in the show. I know you have a long-going relationship with Joe Dooley, and you've seen him leave East Carolina twice now as the head basketball coach.
Yeah, and both times, in some ways, they were similar, because you really thought in some ways, the program was on the right track, but you could also look at, some of the wins and losses, and you kind of juggle it both ways. I mean, it's unfortunate. I'm one of those that never wants to see a coach lose their job. In some instances, there have been some cases where I thought maybe it was a good idea. Coach Mo comes to mind, John Thompson comes to mind. But, for the most part, it's just one of those things. You know them, you know the families. And but the thing about Joe is, and talking to him, and I know I heard some of the interviews you guys had with him, he's going to be fine. He's going to land on his feet for sure. And he's got a lot of basketball left in him, because that's what he likes to do, and he's got some real value for some. And I wish him the very, very best, because he was always good to me doing the coaching shows, and I really enjoyed working with him.
Bailey, we've both been around here a long time, and I've said this with any of the major sports, football, basketball, even baseball. One of the easier things to do is to let a coach go. The harder thing in my book is finding the guy to replace him and to make sure it's the right guy, because that's kind of what you're judged on. You're letting a guy go. You want the next guy to do better, or otherwise it looks like a failure. Who are you hearing? Who is going to be here that's going to be, hopefully better, or have a better record, or take East Carolina further than what Joe Dooley was doing? Who do you think the candidates are, and how quickly do you think this decision is going to be made? I'm hearing there's a Board of Trustees meeting set up for Wednesday, potentially.
Yeah, and from all indications, that's when we're going to get the official word. As far as speculation goes, I just think you have to follow the trail with John Gilbert. I think it leads to Rick Barnes at Tennessee and to his assistants on that staff. And I think that what we're doing right now is kind of whittling through those guys to see who would be interested, who would have the resume. And so I haven't gotten it down to. I've gotten close to what I think it's going to be, but I don't have enough information, because I don't want to put something out there and it's not right, and it's not the guy, and all of a sudden the guy's getting called and everything like that. But I do think that it's getting close.
And you think an announcement could come as early as Wednesday?
I think so. I think that's what the Board of Trustees meeting's about, and I think if everything goes through with negotiations and that kind of thing, then I think that's what we're going to see, because that just popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And the one thing I was told this weekend in doing some work behind the scenes is that it was going to move very quickly, and this would move very quickly, which I think is the best thing that can happen for East Carolina. They need to move quickly.
Well, definitely, Troy. We've seen the coaching searches where you don't have a plan, and how those transpire, and you talk about Scotty Montgomery.
Right.
You fire a coach and have no plan and no candidates really in mind, and we'll see what happens replacing Joe Dooley. But at least you win the first part of that battle, firing a coach and having a plan, because we've seen it go the other way before here at East Carolina.
And I think when you look at John's track record and you look at some of the issues he had with Joe, I think John wants to have somebody in that position that he's comfortable with. And I think that he's known, that he's worked with before. And that's why I think, all signals that I've seen go right to Knoxville. But, we'll see how it plays out.
What do you think the ultimate factor was with deciding to let Joe go? And maybe it wasn't one thing, it was a combination of things from your perspective, Bailey.
Well, I mean, it just sounds like the two really didn't get along all that well. They disagreed on some things. I go back to some of the things that Joe was promised, and to take the job, and he didn't get. But I think some of that, as I said on the radio earlier today, some of that had to deal with COVID. I mean, once we got into COVID-19 and everything got shut down, I think all bets were off, and I think that he didn't think it should have been. But I can see both sides there. How do you do some of the things you wanted to do if you don't have any money to do it? And obviously, when everybody in college athletics went through that awful season when there was no games, nothing going on. I mean, it was all shut down, and no fans in the stands. I mean, it was a real, really a different time, a different thing we've never seen before. And I don't know how much that had to play. Maybe there was no COVID-19 and some of the things weren't given to Joe that he was promised, and he's got more of a case. But I just look at, why I think he was upset and bitter about some of those things. And I think that once you get, and I kind of related to marriage, once you get mad at your partner and every little thing that happens, it's magnified. And, I admit I've been through a divorce, and that's how it is. And I think you learn from it too. So,
Brian Bailey joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line. BB, well, we got you here. You got your teams ready to go. Who are your teams to watch in this bracket? Who you like?
I'm holding my bracket until I turn it in. I'm not.
Oh my God, Troy D joining us here on the Pirate Radio Live line.
Jeez. Yeah, we're all waiting with a pen and paper to write down your picks, Bailey. Actually, what I do is go opposite of you.
Oh.
Well, you should.
Because it's usually the sports guys that do the worst in these brackets, if memory serves me correctly, that all the guys that do it for a living don't do so great in this thing.
I never do.
And it's people like Bella that end up winning it.
I'm not going to lie to you. One year, every once in a while, it's kind of like a cycle. Every once in a while, I'll have a really good year with the brackets, and then every once in a while, I'll be down at the bottom. But I don't expect anything because it's such an odd tournament. You want to pick some upsets, but as soon as you pick one upset and that doesn't happen, then another upset happens, and you're behind the 8 ball. So
Bailey, we were talking about this with Troy 2 weeks ago. Duke lost in Coach K's farewell to Cameron. Then they'll win the ACC championship, right?
No.
Oh, okay. They lost that one. So who did they lose to this weekend? Davidson or Michigan State?
That's a negative question right there, isn't it? That is a really negative right there, the way you phrased that.
Well, who gives a damn? It's Duke. Why are you so defensive about Duke?
Why you're assuming they're going to lose? Well, I mean, I'm assuming that they're going to have a bounce back and win.
No. Tar Heel Troy, what are you thinking?
No, he's Duke Dreyfus now. Yeah,
that's true, man.
I don't know where you've been. This shade of blue changed.
Yeah, these times.
He loves some Coach K.
Yeah, I'm a big Coach K fan, and he loves the Pirate Nation. We all know that.
Oh, yeah. Remember that exclusive interview.
That's right, Bailey.
Oh, the time they hung out, Bailey? Is that what you're talking about?
Thank you for remembering. I appreciate that, B.
I do. I remember.
Disgusting.
Were you there? No, I don't even think you were there that day.
I don't think I was.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly, I was.
So it's that real jobs.
Yeah. As time goes on, it almost has become like a date with Coach K.
I know.
Are you hearing anything about him being the man? He loves East Carolina.
Available. He loves he's close to Emerald Isle. He's only 90 minutes from here. And you know what? Much like Tom Brady, who hangs it up, he may say, you know what? I still have something to offer. I'm not done yet. I can only take my wife and kids so much.
I really like Troy Dreyfus. I want to be in his media market.
I mean, what?
Indicate that if he can work out an NIL deal with Pirate Radio, he'll be the man.
Pirate Radio coach Mike Krzyzewski.
That'd be awesome. I'd love to. I mean, he's in our vicinity. He's going to be spending a lot of time at the beach down here.
Yeah.
Seems like a fun guy to hang out with. Mike Krzyzewski.
I think so.
I know you do. I don't understand why.
Hunt him down. You watch.
Yeah.
George's going to have a selfie with him at some point.
All right. Well, none of you guys are coming off your bracket, so I guess we'll end this conversation. Y'all are last-minute Joes.
Mine's not because I don't want to tell you like Bailey. Mine's because I've been too busy to even fill one out right now.
Yeah, Bailey. Troy's got a life. Why don't you find one,
I got
Bailey?
stuff to do.
Exactly. He does that.
Yeah.
I really think maybe this is the year Mark Few wins it at Gonzaga. He's got to win.
I thought so last year. Yeah, I thought last year was the year, but it was the Baylor Bears. All right, BB. He breaks down the bracket with Cy Seymour coming up at 6 o'clock on the Brian Bailey Show. You can check that out. Bailey, thanks for joining us, man.
Anytime, man.
All right.
Thanks, B.
There he is, Brian Bailey, joining us today on the program.
Do we have to take a break?
Yes.
As we do. I don't know, and if you haven't, I've been busy, so I hadn't been able to tune in the whole show. If you haven't, on the other side of this timeout, big NIL announcement. Clip coming up.
I saved it just for you.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, thank you, Clip.
Yep.
So when we return, we've done it again.
Remember I said enjoyed the guys on the Players Lounge on Monday, and we do it every Monday.
Yeah.
More on that in a moment. We'll have more on that in a moment.
Yes, don't go anywhere. We've done it again. Another Pirate Radio NIL deal with a player coming up right after this.
You know what happens when you mess with a 125-year-old legend? You get Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. Inspired by the legendary taste of Topo Chico mineral water and crafted with unique flavors like strawberry guava, tangy lemon lime, tropical mango, and exotic pineapple for a crisp, refreshing finish. Topo Chico Hard Seltzer is a game changer. New Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. Legends never stop refreshing. TC Hard Seltzer Company, Tempe, Arizona, Auburndale, Florida. Celebrate responsibly.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
At US Cellular, we know you have a choice of wireless carriers. And while the other guys may limit your choice of free phones, at US Cellular, you can choose any phone from any brand for free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Winslow's Deli and Tavern has a new look, along with a great lunch and dinner menu. Open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner, plus brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. Winslow's is located on 5th Street beside the State Theater and features daily drink specials with 2 outdoor patios perfect for this warmer weather. Come eat, drink, and get your March Madness on in one of Greenville's largest bar areas. Follow Winslow's on Facebook and Instagram for special events and daily specials. Winslow's Deli and Tavern on 5th Street in Greenville.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, Arc Point Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. Country Joe has hung up his chest protector. I'll have some thoughts next.
I'm Clip Brock.
I'm Chandler Honeycutt.
I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Join us every weekday from 3 to 6 for Pirate Radio Live.
We'll keep you up to date on everything going on with ECU Athletics and make you a winner each and every day when we open up the Pirate Radio Booty Bag.
You can hear the show streaming online, on radio, and on social. Catch us weekdays on Pirate Radio Live from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Major League Baseball umpire Joe West has always been a favorite son around here. He grew up in Greenville, played football at ECU, and then went on to Elon, where he was a star quarterback, and today is a proud member of that school's Hall of Fame. It was on the baseball diamond, however, where Joe became known nationally. At the end of last season, he called it a career. West umpired 5,376 games, the most ever. He worked 6 World Series and 3 All-Star games among his record 43 seasons. He's also a singer-songwriter and has appeared at the Grand Ole Opry. An avid golfer, he has played on the Celebrity Players Tour. He's also a cancer survivor. He's one of a kind, and baseball will miss Joe West. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
Pirate Radio.
It's going to change. I promise you. As I stand here, it will change. Okay, and when it does, that stadium, it's going to be rocking, and heaven help whoever walks in there to play us.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients in Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. And as we head back in to the show, a quick Harold Varner update for the Players' Championship. He just finished his round. He finished the day at 2 under, so he still remains at 8 under overall and still sitting at sole possession of 6th place. So barring anything, it looks like he will have a top 10 finish.
Awesome. That's great news for his Masters chances to be in that field. All right, Troy D alongside Clip Rock here. Coming up next Monday, we will talk to our ECU baseball players inside the Players Lounge, CJ Mayhue, Bryson Worrell, Ryder Giles, and Zach Agnos. And we'll have one more player in here next Monday, Troy D.
Yeah, we with spring ball starting for ECU football, we're going to bring back Holton Ehlers, your starting quarterback, and going into his final season here at East Carolina. So he's going to join us every Monday during spring ball to give us an update from a player's perspective of what's going on with ECU football. So we'll talk to him all the way through the spring game and then a wrap up after the spring game clip. So we look forward to welcoming once again Holton Ehlers, a part of the Pirate Radio NIL Players Lounge, and look forward to that. And I think Holton's such a great kid and young man, and not really a kid anymore, but just an outstanding representative of East Carolina University, and looking forward to his senior season, or final year, I should say. I think he's been a senior a while, but
yeah,
he's
fourth senior year.
Yeah, I think he's officially graduated. So, but his final year here at East Carolina, so we'll get inside perspective with Holton Ehlers all spring.
Some of our biggest questions this spring are, what do the wide receivers look like, and also the O-line, and Holton will be able to answer some of those questions for us starting next Monday.
Yeah, we also have a presser with Coach Houston tomorrow, so we'll have that up tomorrow night, and it'll kind of kick off spring ball, so be looking for that. We'll have a lot of Mike Houston audio Wednesday on PRL 2 clip for you, but we'll put all that on our social media pages coming up Tuesday evening.
Looking forward to the opportunity to hearing from Coach Houston coming up on Tuesday.
Violence.
Shirley?
Violence!
That was well timed.
Wow.
Shirley,
that was a perfect.
Get our last break in, Shirley, and we'll come back. We'll wrap it up here on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We will be back with you after this.
Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers through the year of COVID. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service.
Pirate Fest, presented by Sup Dogs and Suddenlink, offers 2 days of piractical tomfoolery, including 150 vendors, food trucks, art demos, BMX, mermaids, and of course, pirates. Join us Friday, April 8th for an evening of entertainment, food trucks, and vendors. On Saturday, April 9th, enjoy BMX performances, sword fighting, and black powder demonstrations, and more. Finish off the day with a concert on the town common. For more information, visit piratefestnc.com. It's going to be argsome.
Temperatures are in the low 30s at 10 a.m., increasing sharply to 75 degrees by 1 p.m., and then dropping into the teens by 10 p.m. So before you go to work, put on some gloves, pack some shorts, and a parka. That should cover you for the day.
Your heating and cooling take a beating. Guarantee your system is ready when you need it. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Delcor, the service professionals.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Marcus Crandall, former ECU Pirate and Grey Cup champion. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market report. The Dow only went up a point today and closed at 32,945. NASDAQ was down 262 at 12,581, and the S&P also was down 31 points at 4,173. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back to the show. Here's Cliff.
All right, fun show today. Troy D, enjoyed it?
Yeah, great segment with Coach Joe Dooley. If you missed it, we opened the show. Man, the feedback I'm getting from that is tremendous. If you tuned in later, you missed it, we'll have it archived immediately on Facebook Live, Pirate Radio's Facebook page, and also our YouTube page. We'll also be serving it up on a replay if you're listening to our live edition. Of course, this replays every morning on all radio stations of Pirate Radio, all 4 stations, from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. You can hear it there. And, of course, we'll have it archived online, too.
Good stuff. We'll see you back here 3 o'clock Tuesday for another edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew here, Clip Proc. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.